layer's a hard place to live. Real hard. Ain't no soft landing nowhere in here. You either catch on quick, or this place chew on you slow. This life don't hand out directions. Just wait. Just pressure sitting on your chest every morning. Folks think trouble kicked the door in. Nah. Trouble slick. Trouble got perfume on. Smiling at you like it already know your name, already in the room when you walk in. That's the slings and arrows, you don't hear them fly, you just feel that sting and wonder where it came from. Whole layer wrapped in dark mystery. Old magic in the walls. Wizards whispering deals they don't keep. Dragons watching from the shadows, counting bodies like loose change. Succubus love looks sweet at first, then you wake up lighter than you went to sleep. Hard tax, soul pawn. It's war out here. Quiet war. Betrayal wears silk and smile real nice. Same cats break bread with you. Be the one selling your name 2 streets over. This whole thing a stone cold trip, baby. No fair fights, no refunds. So whatever shield you walk around with, it better be battle tested.
Not shiny.
Not shiny. Not fresh out the armory, I'm talking chip paint. Bent edges. Blood you couldn't wash off even if you tried. Cause the layer don't care how fly you look in your armor. They care what's still holding when the smoke drifts off. If you still here tomorrow, still breathing, still standing on your square, then yeah, you's a bad mother. Shut your mouth.
Night's layer.
Welcome to another episode of The Truth After Dark. I am your host, Azar Faraday.
What up? The truth in the building.
So we're going to get into some current events. Dak Prescott has been in the media a lot. Him and his fiance called off their wedding a week before it was supposed to happen. So there's been a lot of speculation, some saying like she didn't want to sign a prenup, and allegedly what really happened is that people at the bachelorette party or bachelor party showed her inappropriate DMs from Dak to other women.
Damn. This is my thing. Why y'all wait as friends of hers to the bachelorette party to bring this up? If y'all friends, you gonna contact her like, girl, you still want to do this? Why you wait till we get all the way to a week before the wedding or all of this stuff to be like, oh, look, girl, you sure you want to marry him? That's just hate. That's just hate. Like, I feel like friends, yeah, it's a proper time and place to do things. And as a friend, do you bring that awareness to her of that? Girls are going to do that anyway, yeah. But I think you shouldn't wait till the bachelorette party. I don't think when you're like, everything's all planned and, oh, look.
Whoever's leading the wedding will say, if anybody has something against us, they can speak now, forever hold their peace. They can do that the day of the wedding. So a week before the wedding, maybe tacky, whatever else. But, protect yourself at all times.
That's just like, come on, man. That's like, you just trying to make something good go bad. He obviously love her. He obviously want to marry her, but then this stuff come up. I hate this.
Well, it's not their fault.
Well, they could have brought it up sooner.
They could have brought it up sooner, but we don't know if it just happened. It's not necessarily their fault. Yes, I agree with what you're saying. They could have brought it up sooner, but saying he obviously loves her and he obviously doesn't respect her enough if he's about to marry her and he's DMing a bunch of other women.
All right, so let me ask you this. Is it inappropriate if he like, man, I'm about to get married. I just want to get it in one last time with somebody else and then I'm ready to go.
Is it inappropriate if she did that? She had sex with another man before you married her?
I'm asking, but answer my question first.
The question is yes. It is inappropriate.
So is it inappropriate to have a bachelorette party with swinging balls and dicks everywhere, and then he's sitting on you? That's inappropriate.
Yeah, that's inappropriate too.
But that's women do that.
It is what it is. Men do strippers and have naked strippers there.
So that's like, I think the bachelor and bachelor party is like, you know what, I'm gonna have fun one last time.
It doesn't mean you're sleeping with someone. There's crossing a line by going to a strip club.
What I'm saying, who said he was sleeping? You said inappropriate messages.
Yeah, but still, inappropriate messages
are inappropriate messages. Doesn't mean he's sleeping with her. That's two different things.
Inappropriate. If you found messages in your soon-to-be wife's phone asking men to sleep with her, or can I have dick, or you're handsome, you're sexy, I want you.
We don't know the context.
What I'm asking you is, are you going to still marry her?
What you asking me again?
If your soon-to-be wife, you found DMs of her DMing multiple men, flirting, asking them to meet up, asking them for sex, saying that they're sexy and she wants them, is that inappropriate? And are you going to marry her?
I think we got to have a conversation. I don't think like Dak, the position he in, hell no. Well, no, I'm good. Like, no, we ain't doing that.
Right.
Right.
And I'm good too.
So we don't know the extent or the context of his inappropriate messages, though. Was it something sexual? Was it like, we don't know. Inappropriate is inappropriate and disrespectful, but I don't know the context. Obviously, it was enough to call off the wedding. So
yeah, you're not calling off the wedding because you're saying, hey, what's up? You're calling off the wedding because you probably are saying something sexual. You're probably insinuating things. And I'm calling off the wedding too at the end of the day, because at this point, what are we getting married for? Like, I'm so confused.
Is it a breakup then?
It's a breakup.
It's like, this is off completely.
I'm cool. You disrespected me. Like, it's one, and we don't know if it's a continuous thing. Like see with a woman, it's like I may see something one time and I might let that slide. But then if I see it again and again, you're showing me this is who you are. And at that point, I'm stupid. Fool me once, shame on me. Shame on you, I mean. Fool me twice, shame on me. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm not going to let you fool me twice. I'll give you a one-time benefit of the doubt. So we don't know if she gave him a benefit of the doubt before. And he was like, no, it's not like that. And now she's seeing all these messages and we're supposed to get married. I don't want to marry you.
She saw the deal on the table. She saw, inappropriate messages and a prenup. I can't take that deal.
Maybe.
If it was no prenup, maybe she takes the deal.
I wouldn't. It just depends what people value.
I mean,
phew. Inappropriate messages in a prenup. Yeah, let's respect each other or be transparent. Just don't have no secrets. What you sneaking for? What's going on, Zuma? What's going on, Shiesty Bomb? Just don't have no secrets.
Women love security in a man. He obviously can give that to her.
Do you realize that security is more than money?
It's money and it's mental health.
Do you know that it's emotional security?
You're absolutely
it's
right.
Physical security.
You're
physical
right.
security
You're
meaning
right.
I know you're not sleeping with other women and can bring me something. Emotional security. Honestly, I feel like financial security is important, but I put emotional security really high up there for women. We're very emotional and we have a lot of shit going on with us. And if a man can't protect you emotionally, that doesn't feel safe. It doesn't feel good. It feels scary and it feels really like uneasy. And it dysregulates your nervous system as a woman when I feel like I cannot trust my man to just have a conversation with them, to trust them to be faithful, to trust a lot of things. It makes you feel like I'm not in a good place. And also it's funny because I have to.
Why do you have that Van Dutch pull down so far over your eyes? This stuff is really like, sad. It's embarrassing. We got to get our stuff together.
This is something I'm actually talking about. There's a study that shows people who avoid hard and tough conversations are more likely to cheat or disconnect. So people who avoid conflict instead of resolving it, or problems don't get resolved, they usually end up either cheating or they completely disconnect from the relationship. And I can agree with that.
All right. Before we go any further, women value financial security first on the list. Once they get the financial security, all those other things fall in line. Would you agree with that?
I think most women, yeah. I would probably agree with that.
Well, he didn't show emotional security because of the text. He's given her financial security. So I'll say move on with the wedding and figure it out in a marriage.
Some people value financial and emotional security the same.
No, brother. No. Why get married if you still out here? And if you want that kind of marriage, why not go into that marriage with a person having that understanding? Just because somebody got some money, that shouldn't be no pass. That's wild. He got the money, so she might as well go ahead and go into the marriage. No. But it would make it easier, even though it's not our business, to know what was the inappropriateness. Is it something that's forgivable? Or was it the inappropriateness in the prenup, like you said?
Like, it's the same. Like
if I can give you no financial security and he gave you emotional security and what was the other
what I'm saying is it's the same. You can't have one without the other.
Yes, you can.
There's a lot of women who will take financial security and not emotional security. And there's a lot of women who take emotional security, not financial security. But there's a lot of women who feel like if I can't get both, then I don't want to be in this relationship.
Yeah.
Like if I can't be emotionally secure, because people will go, a lot of people who take the financial security, they'll end up being in a situation where now they feel empty. All I
but
got
then
is
the
nothing. I got financials, but I'm depressed, I'm sad, I'm alone. I don't have anybody that I can talk to and really like have a conversation with. I don't trust this person. Like it's a lot that comes with that. So it's just it's inevitable to end.
Well, we did hear people say they rather cry in a limo than cry in the projects. They don't want that struggle of. A lot of people make it seem like it's all about the bread. So I can understand what Paul is saying about the financial part, but it shouldn't be that way. It shouldn't be that way. And then as far as a man has great character and every single thing else, but he don't have that much money, I don't know why you wouldn't pick that if you know you'd be more secure with that person that got less money.
Like women need emotional security, and even if they try to trick themselves and pretend that they don't, that relationship will end.
But not having financial security can lead to that.
Yeah, it can lead that
insecurity also.
Everything. That's why I said it's a balance.
It goes hand
in hand. You need to have both, period. Because even with men who are not financially secure in a relationship, they often cheat too, because they need their ego stroked, because they're in a relationship with a woman where they feel like, oh my God, I'm struggling, she's complaining, like I need to go over here and get a release type shit. So it's like there's always something, and that's why I say it goes.
So if he's great across the board and just don't have the money, why is she complaining? See what I'm saying? It's a trick bag. What's going on, SD? It's an everyday struggle, y'all. I'm calling the show My Neck because people really be coming for my neck. I spent all these days saying, oh, no, dude, I respect you. No, you could. Yeah. Oh, yeah. And then once again, the same old thing. No, this old dude shouldn't have no money. You should. No, the rules have been the same this whole time. A royalty spot can be bought. It's very easy. A royalty spot can be bought. You don't stop being royalty. You just don't have that position. It's very simple. As I said the other day, if you work, it's been people, like I said, Rufus is the perfect person to have that conversation. But I asked multiple people. Maurice had the same issue with Jalen. That's been done multiple times. But folks be coming over here asking for positions and then being disrespectful and doing, maybe I need to rewrite out what used to be on the old channel. That's what I haven't done. Yeah, disrespect and get your wrench took. Disrespect and get your royalty spot took. Because you have a royalty spot, you can't then just dog walk me, just disrespect me. Like I got this lady making some crazy accusations about me. And I'm like, y'all be comfortable with doing the most. And then if a person respond, oh, I'm finna make another big old threat. I can't care about the threats that you're making. Like I said, I go to Bomb Channel. I be in Sharon chat sometime. They be dog walking a cat. That's the way they do things. That's their perspective. Because that's their perspective. I'm not saying, hey man, don't go support Sharon channel. I try to end before a show come on. I mean, this is a competition in these YouTube streets. It's a lot of shows you can go watch and whatever else, but I look at those shows too. I don't see what's so much different than what I've been doing this whole time. And then the struggle, because I want to be like those channels. I don't want to spend the whole stream saying, Money. Support the channel. Hit the like button. The Cash App. Subscribe. I want to hurry up and get to the 500 people so the subscribers is out the way. And then it's just about the watch hours. You know, I don't want to have a war every 2 seconds. If I can avoid it altogether, that would be cool. But folks won't stop with the BS. And it's always some extreme stuff. And I still think it's trolling. I still think it's trolling. Let's find something to get up under someone's skin. Matter of fact, I need to add one more thing after we get through looking at Paul Pierce and them. Let's add this back.
Hand in hand. But emotional security, we talk so much about financial, but emotional security is like gold. And it's really hard for men to give that a lot because men are so logical that they don't understand the emotionality of a woman a lot. And they really don't try to do the work to understand that. So for them, it's like, you're emotional. You're always saying something. You always got this. You always got that.
Because it's true. Like, it's true. Women are more emotional than men.
We are.
We know that. And then little things turn into big things when they don't have to.
Well, I think that little things turn into big things when men can't accept that their woman is emotional and just let them say what they need to say and be like, all right, baby, I got you. Instead, men want to tit for tat. Why are you tit for tatting me? I'm not. What are we doing here? You're a man. Why are you trying to act like me?
I think we need to all just grow up, though.
Yeah.
Like, sometimes it's just like, man, as a man, you want them to be all soft all the time. You want them to, like, sometimes you got to hold the line.
Yeah, but I think that there's a level of like, when you're a man, there's a level of like knowing when and how to treat your woman accordingly. Like, I do. I feel like,
I don't even understand what you just said right there. If he's loving you, supporting you financially and whatever amount, 50-50, 60-40, 70-30, 80-20, he's spending his time with you, spending his money with you, he having conversation with you, but it be sounding like y'all want to be on y'all program. And some of them people that sound like that be talking about somebody being a soul provider. I want you to be a soul provider and understand how to be like one of my girlfriends, and I need this time, and that's too much. That's too much. What's going on, Bronzeberg? Like, it's cool. What I understand, you should be able to express yourself like this, but I don't want to hear a whole lot of talking with no solution. You know, because dudes, we want to fix stuff so they can move on. They don't want to be just fix nonstop, because for every solution, you got a new problem. That's not thinking about your man. You should be learning your man, and he should be learning you.
like, women, we go through hormonal changes, PMS, all this stuff, which is real, scientific, proven, backed by science. Like, we change hormonally all the time. And a man who can understand that and be like, you know what? All right, baby, like, I get you. We're good. Like, because you can, as a woman, have a whole emotional week, a whole emotional 2 weeks because you're PMSing before your period. Now you're on your period. Now you're stressed out. Like, there's a lot that women deal with when it comes to their emotions that we just want men to do a better job at understanding. And that's it. Like, I get it. And I feel like as a woman, you shouldn't lean solely on your man to like regulate your emotions. No, you should have some emotional regulation on your own. But who wants to have, like, men should not match energy. You shouldn't match a woman's energy. You're not a woman. Like you shouldn't be
So
tit for
what is a
tat.
woman looking for in an emotional?
No, you're not looking for emotional man.
Support. Like what are
You're
what
looking
type
for
of emotional security you want if you don't want us to match your emotional security?
My point is if a woman is like in her emotions, we're not expecting a man to be, oh, you have this, now I'm gonna act like this. We're not expecting no tit for tat. We're expecting a man to be like, all right, baby, like I love you, you good. Like it takes the smallest.
I don't know what they be saying. I don't know what she's saying right now. Now look at this. After all the disrespect, here's Sin 7 Sin back like a champion. Sin 7 Sin don't care what kind of disrespectful stuff she say to me. She'll be right back. Hello, Sin 7 Sin. Hello, Mo Business. A 50-50. It is what it is. It is what it is. Yeah, I wouldn't try to. That's why I don't understand what she's saying. I'm not going to try to match energy where it's feminine energy. I'm most likely going to be like, I understand what you're going through, but I don't want to deal with it right now. You can't be an emotional vampire because you're going through. I understand what you're saying. With that being said, do you understand that you're being insensitive to me? Like I said, you're supposed to be learning your man. You're supposed to know me. And if you get to know me and then you lean into things you know that agitate me, I'm not going to match your energy, but I'm going to be firm about, don't do this right now. Seeing most of the things you say to me are disrespectful. You spent a whole day talking about I did something with Princess Cammy and while Stanley was reacting to that damn video. I wasn't there, so I wasn't even there to defend myself. I came back and saw it. I'm like, why is she writing all this about me? Why is she saying this about me? That's disrespectful. And here come Antwine talking about his neck and back. What can you do, man?
Thing. Like men don't realize you could shut the woman up so quick if you're just like, all right, baby, I hear you. I love you. I got you. Don't trip. It's simple. But men just want to instead be like, whatever, I don't, like all this stuff. And it's like, just say that and move on. And I think that that's where women and men are getting. I just saw a video about this and 2 women have spoken about this recently. I just feel like it's just simple and we both need to do a better job at understanding each other, period, point blank.
Yeah,
but
I agree.
You know, like just even as women, I think we need to understand men are logical. And sometimes like
it's not a logical
because we're
it's not a logical thing, though. It's you supposed to know your man. Men are trying to achieve something, get something done. And he probably need his energy and focus to be somewhere else. Yes, every now and then, you know, make sure it's understood what his purpose is, why he's there, what he's trying to do for the family, blah, 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 blah. But he can't just be held to sit still and give you his undivided attention while you go, you know, Becky at the job think I ate her lean cuisine. And I'm like, why are you telling me this because you want me to do something? Or are you telling me this just to vent? What? You don't understand? No, I understand exactly what you're saying. I understand exactly what you're saying. I just don't understand why it's being said. Why? Because you're a grown person. And we have to deal with things as grown people that we might not like to do, but it's what we have to do to get things done. Shake, shake, shake. Shake, shake, shake. Huh? You think I might have mistaken? Huh?
Like, damn, it feels so cold. But, you know, men just don't harp on shit the way we do. And we have to understand that as well. I think we just need to do a better job of understanding both parties.
Yeah. I wouldn't have called off the wedding if I was her, though. I'd be like, man, we didn't went this far. I mean, come on. Like, we didn't went this far. And for her.
No, it shouldn't be no deception. It shouldn't be no omission. If you come in from the get-go and this is this, and you understand and establish that what it's going to be, then I would understand what you're saying. But if somebody's sneaking and creeping and doing all this other stuff, nah, that ain't cool. No matter if it's the man or the woman.
Her to see some inappropriate text.
It depends on what they said.
We can talk about.
But we don't know if it's been a reoccurring issue. And then it's like, damn.
And how did we get this far then if it was a reoccurring issue? How do we even get this far?
Because women give men chances. We want to believe when a man's like, no, babe, I didn't do that on purpose. I didn't mean that. No, babe, this happened. We give men so many chances to excuse the behavior. So then now I look stupid because now you keep playing with me in my face. And now people think women want to be married so bad. I don't want to be committed to a man that's like that. I don't want to spend the rest of my life with you. It could have been
an isolated incident.
But we don't know that. And even if it is, some people have harder boundaries. Mm-hmm. I don't deal with, some women are straight up. I don't deal with that. I don't deal with no level of cheating straight up.
How did we get this far for you to call this off? We didn't have all the invitations. I didn't bought out the place. I didn't flew out all these.
Well, then because it's flights. Like, I don't want to get a divorce. I don't want to go through that. I know that I don't want to be with you. See, men don't understand when women don't understand when men don't understand when women start to see certain stuff a man is doing, you lose that soft spot for them. You start to lose respect. And a man doesn't want to be with a woman who doesn't respect him. So if I know in my heart, I can't really respect him anymore and I lost that soft spot for him, I'm doing, like, that's really doing him a favor. That's doing you a favor because I'm not going to be able to look at you in the same light anymore. I'm doing you a favor for real. By moving on. Like once I get to that point, I have to walk away because you don't want to be disrespected. I don't really have respect for you after you.
Do you know if they have kids together?
Stuff. I don't think they have kids, but no, I don't think they have kids together. But I have to double check. I'm not sure. But from what I remember, I don't think, let's see, I can look it up.
If they got kids, then.
But they're not by her, right? Yeah, I don't think that they have kids. Okay. No, they don't have kids together. Or do they?
Man. Probably he saved the man.
I don't know if they have kids. I thought it was from a different lady, but
let me see. So, but even that comment, true or no, I came into a conversation with, I believe that was Top Cat and adults up there. What they were talking about was already being said before I ever got there. But I'm going to be more conscious of even being around certain folks because I can understand that. But the way I talk is the way that I talk. It's not really about that individual. But yeah, I can understand that. Because it would never happen in real life. That would never be the situation. So on here, I don't know how old Shiesty Bum is. She says she was 29 at some point, 30. I don't know how old she is. So yeah, I would never be in that situation normally. I just came up there a little tipsy, a little tired, and was listening to Top Cat and Fatty talking. Probably wasn't even thinking about nothing else. Okay, shout out to Shiesty Bum for honesty, because you're not supposed to ask a lady her age.
It might be from her.
He probably she saved him a lot of bread by doing that.
Yeah, they do have 2 kids. They have 2 kids together. Yeah.
They got to work that out. They got to figure that out. He got to be like, no, we getting married and we going to figure it out.
Why though?
Because we already built something. Why tear it down? Let's when you walk that aisle, you know.
I didn't know that the man got 2 kids with the woman. That does change things a little bit. Man, you got 2 kids and you texting somebody inappropriately, and her friends is hearing about it. Yes, Shiesty Bum, yes. I don't know who is. And then the whole DM thing. That's crazy too, because you see at the end of my video the old man holding the baby. Cammy made that for me like a year or something ago. So the DMing thing, yeah, I talked to her about making that image right there. But other than that, no, I ain't talking to nobody. I talked to anybody that didn't give me their IG. I didn't talk to it at least once or twice. Let me see. I've talked to TMKC. I've talked to Kingdom Minded. Because somebody said something inappropriate over here, and I told that's cool. You know, if it's making her uncomfortable, I appreciate her for being over here, and she left. Who else have I talked to? I talked to what's her name? Miss Lockhart. Who else? Miss Lockhart, TMKC, Raw B. That's probably about it. Most of them IGs I got is dudes. Yeah, it's inappropriate. Oh no. I agree with what you're saying. That's cool. Yeah, I agree. It's inappropriate too. I wasn't thinking. I misstepped. It's definitely inappropriate because I don't know what the hell I said when I was half asleep. I said Zyra. Really? Why would I disrespect Zyrax? And how would I even know that? Oh, I was tripping in.
So it's for sickness and health till death do us part. So
yeah, but it's not for you cheating or sending inappropriate messages or telling what else you did.
What? Wait. So since you know that, what was said for me to reply like that? What was said right before that? I don't know what Bronsberg is talking about. What was said before that? Nothing. I just blurted out Zyrex that out of just the clear blue. Answer the question. Y'all gonna say I said that. What was said before that? What up, Rogue C? They said I said something inappropriate to Zyrex. And I like Zyrex. I'm trying to understand why the fuck would I just blurt that out? Yeah, y'all let me know. Zyrex is cool. And married. And if it was this big a deal, SD, you've been over here every day. Why do you bring it up the next day? Because the big one came over here and said, stop being drunk. You said something inappropriate. I don't remember it. And I said it to Zyrex? Yeah, I don't remember that. I don't even know why I would say that. So I got to make sure I apologize to Zyrex next time I see her. But what do you say? Cut the dumb shit. That's interesting. What do you mean by cut the dumb shit? Don't get me wrong. I talk nasty, but I don't know why I would say some shit like that to Zyrex. Yeah, the funny shit about SD is this motherfucker been over here saying he don't understand what's going on, but he understands this. And it can't ever be old, SD. So now I'm gonna call bullshit on you. It can never be old, and let me tell you why. Because it's being talked about tonight. And that wasn't that long ago. What was that, a week? 2 weeks? Yeah, but I do understand, Shicey Bun, that people really just be want to talk stupid to me and play games with me and nudge me and give me wedgies and shit. I understand that too. But Sin 7 Cent is the investigative team. But yeah, when I get tired, I get a little loopy. Hello, Deborah Leonelli.
Take that out the wedding day until death do us part. That don't never need to be said by the.
Well, that's my point. She didn't go through the wedding.
Yeah, but I just
she didn't want to do the death to us part because she's not gonna do.
But they tied together at least as long as them kids is young. They're gonna be around each other. He should have been honest, especially if he got kids with him. What up, Algorithm Unfiltered? Let's say you say we insensitive. Some of us men in the space is insensitive. I don't know about that so much. And now here's, I don't know what that means. Is this a timestamp? Okay, let me go look. Let me go look. 142. Why did you give me this timestamp? Yeah, that would never happen in real life. It shouldn't be happening here. Every time I start my stream, not for children. So we went from not saying inappropriate, this person is an adult, now to saying, what did she just say? I'm not finna watch no 5 minutes of that shit. I thought you had the timestamp right where it was happening. That's why I didn't go back and look at it, because I don't want to watch. I can't be watching these long ass streams, looking, investigating, and doing whatever. What's going on, fasting? And why is Stanley calling me a solution-based gang or whatever he's talking about? Just take me right to the spot where I said the inappropriate shit. No, I would apologize because I like Zyrex. I don't dislike none of these people, really, to be honest with you. Let me see. Test. I see my circle moving. Can y'all hear me? What you mean you can't hear nothing?
Deal with what you're coming with.
Yeah.
That's my point. My point is I'm not going to walk down the aisle because I'm not going to make that commitment to a man who behaves like this.
Yeah.
Whether we have kids or not. People have kids all day and they're not together. Like, what does that have to do with anything? People are baby mamas and baby daddies.
It has a lot to do with a lot of things. That's not a good thing. But yeah, he shouldn't be, So he got 2 kids with the lady, and now they was about to get married, and then it came up with some stuff to Alpha there talking about Cammy. Princess Cammy. Like I say, for the most part, I don't really have all these dislikes for people, and I'm not trying to disrespect nobody, but everything is so like scratching a chalkboard, and then people will say, this kind of stuff is being said here, and I'm like, whoa, that's way worse than anything you could say about me. And that's what I do remember. I said I was talking to them. What's his name? Top Cat. He's 60 something. He talking about losing a house or some shit. And I'm sure that show is still up. Folks can go watch it themselves. Sin 7 Sin left the timestamp in the chat so y'all can go watch it. She's doing right here exactly the point I'm making. SD just got through snapping, talking about blah, 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 blah. fake outrage. And now why are you talking about that young lady and what her pastime is and what she does with things? How is that cool? She's not here to defend herself. I don't understand these double or weird standards. No, but if I said that about Zyrex, I like Zyrex. I wouldn't want to disrespect her. No, evidently I did say it. I said it, so I'll apologize next time I see her.
All day. So at the end of the day, we were already had 2 kids before we were ever married. So now we'll co-parent. Like, what is the difference? I don't want to commit to a man. Like, men think women want marriage so bad that they'll relinquish their boundaries and their values and their respect. I don't want to be sitting here and make a vow and commit to a man who I know is willing to have this type.
Yeah. I understand what she's saying. Yeah, that woman shouldn't have to do that either. I'm sure she's disappointed as well if she got 2 kids. It's not about being an advocate or not. It's about I got dropped and cussed out that night. Then Fatty came over when I was like, because I was just burnt out. Sometimes I just be feeling burnt out. And he came over and said, nobody's telling you to leave. Just watch what you're doing. Blah, blah, blah. So he already said all this stuff to me. So then for Stanley, at some other time, what's his name? Savage went through it and looked at it. Stanley went through it and looked at it. He's still over there talking about I'm dumb. He's not making a step point you're making. You're making a point that I'm a weird ass old man. And then other people in the chat doubling down on it. Sick motherfucker. Sick how? I didn't go search out for something and, that's predatory. That's get fucked up shit to me. If a motherfucker is sneaking and creeping and I'm on a public platform with a bunch of people, I'm conscious of that is happening. So again, I said it to Zyrex. I'll apologize to Zyrex next time I see her. Yeah, but re-saying these things, restating these things without context, that's what you'll have. You have a bunch of motherfuckers over here talking about me like they was talking about, let me see who all the people they didn't call PDFs. The two regular, but who else has been called just because of Lord ADS? Some of these cats I don't see no more. But so many people get that shit thrown on them, and I'm not finna debate that. I'm not no fucking weirdo. And it's the same thing though, Sin. If I said it about her to Top Cat, I'm still wrong. I'm willing to admit when I'm wrong. I'm wrong even if I said it about her to Top Cat. That's wrong. Yeah, but you don't have to say it based on just the comments that people are saying here about who's a sick fuck and all this other stuff. You don't have to say something directly. You can indirectly say something, throw my name into it, and then it's what's that shit called? Telephone. By the time they done with it, it'll be motherfuckers talking about, listen to this sick motherfucker right here. That young person should be protected by us older people. So if she heard it, that's inappropriate. And as far as Zyrex, I like Zyrex. I know she's a married woman. If I said that the Top Cat, I was wrong. I'm willing to admit fault. I was wrong. Not if, well, I keep saying if I said it. I said it, that was wrong. I shouldn't have been talking about up under that woman's clothes at all, period. And she's an adult woman, so I don't know why the fuck I would even say that to Top Cat. But yes, I said it. I was wrong saying that to Zyrex. So apology to Zyrex. When I see her, I'll tell her apology. I apologize.
But behavior who is disloyal.
Yeah.
I can't sit in front of God and the people that I love and make that commitment, because once I make that commitment, people honor marriage, some. And once I personally make that commitment, we really are death to us part. If I get married, if I ever get married, I'm death to us part. We're not divorcing.
Yeah.
We're going to have to figure this out.
How am I digging a bigger hole by saying I accept it, I apologize? How's that digging a bigger hole? It's annoying talking to you. Who is talking crazy to Mo Business now? I can't keep up with this stuff y'all saying in here. I'm trying to pay attention to this. Let me see. Where's the last sign? Somebody is a spy. Let me see. Let me look. Yeah, I don't know what that's a response to. Yeah, I don't know what that's a response to. Like this here. Not cut the bullshit. I'm telling y'all, I'll be tired, man. I'm not a young person. Tired and tipsy. Have hearing, probably responding inappropriately. Definitely is responding inappropriately.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to do that with a man who I know is going to put me through so much shit that's going to make me want to die so we could part. I'm not going to want to do that.
Well, wait, what did you just say? You said we'll work this out if you get married?
Yeah, if I get married. But if we're before the marriage and we're not doing this, I'm not going to go make that commitment
So
before
if that
God.
had to happen within the marriage, then they got to work. They got to figure.
If that would have happened within the marriage, it would be different. Yeah.
And again, it's like you said.
To me, that type of dynamic, even though they didn't sign paper and do whatever else, they already married. That's just a formality. But if she feels like they shouldn't be married and they should be apart because all these people came around talking about he said something inappropriate on the phone, then as an adult, that's her right. Let me see. Did they just be so relaxed on this show though? He's smoking hookah. She got a hat pulled all the way over her eyes. We can barely see her face. Yeah.
Like Lamar Odom, he went on a podcast recently and says that he regrets cheating and stepping out on Khloe Kardashian, and that he mentally will be paying for that for the rest of his life.
Mm-hmm.
Damn. And he basically said, like, he made a commitment, like he prayed to God. They were both, God fearing, and he was praying to God that he was gonna do right by this person, and he did not. Because I know he was married before her, I think, wasn't he?
I'm not sure.
But he said that this relationship with her, he was trying to do different, and he prayed to God, like, I'm gonna do different this time, and he didn't. So he said to make that mistake twice, he said it killed him.
Yeah.
And he mentally is now paying for that for the rest of his life. Because it's one time to do it to once, and then now to do it again is like blowing him, he's saying. But,
these people are going through a lot. This rich life ain't what it cracked up to be. What's going on, Deshaun? Let me see. Who else I miss? And now, who is Lamar? Am I missing something? Don't you be on that bullshit, yeah. Don't you be on that bullshit, yeah. Let me see. I should be able to see the vertical on that. What's happening? There we go. Oh. They are talking about Lamar Odom. But the beginning of the show, they're talking about Dak Shepard. Let me come back over here. Okay, yeah, we good.
Oh.
Life be lifing.
Life be lifing. It is what it is. Speaking of that, Dwight Howard is currently going through a divorce.
Damn. Why even get married? Listen to all these. This is like horror story time right now.
Well, I think that this all has to do with men saying they want peace after disrupting it. I hate when men they're like, I want peace. I want peace.
Yeah.
I want to be peaceful. I just want to be chill. Well, you did a whole bunch of shit to make it non-peaceful and to make me feel crazy about shit. And now you want peace so bad.
What's the latest on his situation?
Well, he filed for divorce. That's the latest thing we've seen.
Damn, they was only together for like a year.
But they already was having public issues before they got married, or when they just got married. So like talking about divorce, like after like a month of being married. So I don't know. I also think that like keeping your information public and like letting us all know what's going on is just like, you shouldn't do that. Keep us out the conversation. We don't need.
But that's the thing. It's no way that, I don't know, man. It's like every single thing is being talked about. It's no way to keep somebody's going to tell something. No, you shouldn't let nobody let your man cheat in peace. No. Nope. But that's what Charleston was saying earlier or yesterday. He cheated, wife get upset, he just leave the house, he can afford to pay for stuff. He'll see her when he sees her. She ain't going nowhere. Yeah, I wouldn't do nobody like that. I don't get it. But then again, I'm not those men. It's because of his opportunities or his money or whatever it is. But some people never had the option before. I guess now he has the options because he's making the money. Why would I work that hard to get money so I can go trick? That don't make no sense to me. But that's what he said. I'm gonna get this money and I'm gonna go trick. That was his words yesterday. Everybody don't have the opportunity, so it's so wild to me. And then to do it publicly, that's like public humiliation. It's almost like every time we see him, he got a new boo thing with him on camera, no secrecy. And we can do it all night. We can do it all night.
To know when y'all getting divorced, when y'all getting, I hate people who go to the internet for stuff. That really is the most unattractive thing anyone can do for me. Like,
Social media has ruined relationships. So many now. We're in an era to where, like you said, with the Dak Prescott, DMing, inappropriate messaging, or here, this is what we doing in our relationship, public,
Yeah.
and everybody knowing everything about y'all, to where now you allow other people to interfere in it and attack you even more. Because the more, this is what women and men do. When they get married and then your DMs get influxed, it just opens up the door for so many negative comments or just negative influences that it can creep in a woman's mind or a man's mind.
It's not a negative influence. You publicly embarrassing this person, and other folks is just going to dog walker. Girl, you stupid. Why you think it? It's one thing to do the cheating. It's another thing to now have it be public, and then all these people is, especially if she got some IG or some kind of way to contact her, and she got all these people saying, girl, you stupid. And you got to, yeah, it's all bad. That dopamine hit because you wake up early and look at whatever you got. And we can get this party started. I don't like Briars. I like Ben and Jerry, if you're gonna have some. I like the I think it's Colin Kaepernick. I think that's the ice cream. It's got peanut butter and pretzels and stuff in it. I think that's the one.
Because now when you make it public and somebody's like, oh yeah, I seen her here, or I know she used to, all of that, and then it just creates doubt. And it's just like, I just feel like most relationship, especially with public figures, because that's what we're talking about right now, should remain private. And the more private you get, but the more privacy you put in a relationship, the less people are going to come in and try to attack the relationship to try to
I agree.
break it up, because people hate to see other people happy.
I agree.
I feel like a lot of times you got your genuine friends and family that want to see you happy, but then you got people that just like, let me see if I can break this up. Oh, here's my window of opportunity. It just opens up the door for too much other things to creep in.
I agree with that. I think privacy is key. I think keeping stuff private until you're close to your heart is important. I agree with that, but
Yeah, I
think
hate seeing everything play out over social media. It just gets messy, and there's no recovery. Once public embarrassment is involved, it's hard to go back. Like, that's one thing for a woman. A woman hates public embarrassment.
Yeah.
You know, you can have stuff and it's kept in house and, you know, you don't know what's going on. You don't know what they're going through, but on social media, everything looks happy. But once it goes public, the relationship has such a strain on it that it's hard to recover from that. And that's why I hate when people take it to the, oh, this is what we going through. Like all of that is unnecessary. Like I'm old school. I'm old school, and I don't like public embarrassment.
Yeah, anything.
Well, that's the thing. If you don't like public embarrassment, just imagine her. She got 2 kids, and she said people said he was doing something inappropriate. So it's a group. Yeah, that's horrible. That's public humiliation. Yeah, we're gonna move forward a lot of bit. That's horrible.
I feel like I get it. I get it 100%, but I feel like this is kind of what we just talked about earlier. I feel like men and women just need to do a better job of understanding each other, communicating. And this is the other study shows that people who avoid hard and tough conversations are more likely to cheat or disconnect. I can agree with that because I feel like I never cheated, but I feel like if I can't have conversations with someone and feel like it could be productive without it being like a shutdown or turn into an argument about things that I'm feeling, I've noticed that I will hold a bunch of shit in because I'm like, I don't want to feel like I'm nagging, or I know this person doesn't want to hear this. So I'll just hold it, and then that will make me like slowly disconnect because I'll be like, well, I have all these things that I'm holding that could probably be a simple conversation, but I'm afraid to say anything because I don't want it to turn into an argument or the person shuts down or the person gets mad. Like when it's just really me trying to talk about like basic things that I feel, you know? It's
not basic though. That ain't basic. If you feel that, it's not basic. And if you're going to get through it, sometimes it may take an argument. Let it all out. See, in team sports, and I've been on good and bad teams, like when it's bad, and this is the same as a relationship, you have a team meeting. All right, everybody air it out. What you ain't feeling about him, why we ain't winning, why we ain't doing this. And you got to be able to have those arguments and those conversations to get it all out. You're going to feel better. It can't be, I don't want to say it, and then I emotionally get detached.
I know that's wrong. Yeah, I know that's wrong.
In so many ways.
I know that's wrong.
The only way you can heal and move forward is you might have to argue, and you might sometimes have to yell and scream or nag and all of that. I mean,
you would hope though that like
that's what come with it.
But you would hope that the thing is like I feel like people like are not receptive sometimes. Like it doesn't have to be an argument. Like some conversations, it's not even an argument. It's just like, hey, this is how I kind of been feeling about this thing or that thing, and it's been kind of making me feel this way. And instead, I've noticed this happen in my past relationships. I'll be completely honest, and I think that this is one of like my red flags that I've done is like I'll just hold a bunch of shit that's like little shit, but it's like making me feel away or I feel weird. And then I'm just like carrying a bunch of shit. I'll let it slide. I'll let it slide. And then one day I'm
Let me stop this right here. Like, see, tonight, I'm not tired. Tonight, I'm not drunk. But this right here, they call them sisters. I thought they called them the girls. What up, big dogs? I thought they called them the girls. See, I talk about stuff like this here, but I got to make sure who's in the room, right? And I got to make sure I don't say it to people that I like. A long time ago, I said something to Black Beauty. She ain't messed with me ever since. And I apologized, and she said, "I accept your apology." I said, "I want to apologize, but I still feel that way. I want to apologize because it's offensive to you, but this is how I talk." And see, in a relation, when I'm in a relationship, I want people to understand that I'm not trying to disrespect you. This is the way that I talk, though. There's no ill will intended. And you know, if I can't talk, that's like torturous. But I don't want to make somebody feel uncomfortable that I like. But yeah, I may blurt out, you know, something. Like that comment there. I see that and I go, oh, forgive me.
Letting so much aside that I literally emotionally disconnect. And then they're like, what's wrong? Like, you don't seem.
That's so bad.
It is. It's something that I do.
Bad?
Yeah.
You know why it's bad on so many levels? Because when you don't let it out to him, you letting it out to your homegirl. And now you allow other people in your relationship to say, oh, well, you don't need to be doing this. And you don't, and that's when the other shit creep in. When you don't talk about it to your partner, you for sure talking about it to your friend. For sure. Every girl is talking about it. For
necessarily.
Sure. It's like 100, because what are y'all talking about?
Oh my God.
Y'all always talk about each other's.
Yeah, that's exactly what be happening. That's exactly what be happening. I hear what you're saying, Mo. I'm not for everybody either. You know, what I was saying earlier, well, yesterday morning, I guess, or yesterday evening, what I was saying to Ferg and Savage and Ruthless and all of them, I don't mind situations where we building together. I do mind situations where we're not building nothing. I don't want to spend a whole lot of time talking about it or doing it, whatever else. I'm trying to find avenues where we can build. Even because I was listening to what Ferg was saying about older cats that I think we was consistent for a while, but you get involved in some of this stuff, it'd be some twists and turns that you got to navigate. So you got to learn some new tricks. Like right now with this music stuff, everybody's making music now. It was a time where it wasn't too many people doing it. Way back when I first started doing it, I didn't know too many people that was doing it. Now I hear everybody doing it. I hear Raw stuff. I looked at Uncle Tom stuff. I think Skywalker make music. A lot of people are doing it now. If I had to, you should talk to your partner about it, not your friends.
Relationships.
That's not true. That's what men think. But there's a lot of stuff we talk about.
We could do a poll.
Even for me,
how many women talk about their relationship to their friends?
I understand that.
99.9% of them.
But let me say this: like some people, like not every woman has a homegirl that's like, fuck him, don't do this, don't do that.
It
like
that.
Me
it's
personally,
it ain't the F use and all that.
Yeah.
It's the opening up to them to allow the negativity to creep in from the friend. Well, girl,
but
you don't need
what
to
I'm
be,
saying is,
and they might not say F him and all the other stuff, but they damn sure gonna tell that business somewhere else. Especially if it's juicy. Girl, you know. What do their numbers look like? Because I've been seeing Paul Pierce for a minute now. 74,000 subscribers. That's a good subscriber count. 460 likes, 15,000 views. That's pretty good views. 15K views for an hour show. That's really good.
ain't gotta deal with that.
But what I'm saying is not everyone has the homegirl that's negative. Like people have safe spaces. Like I have a sister who's been married. And if I have to talk about something, I'll talk to her because my sister and some of my friends will straight up be like, you're wrong. Or why aren't you talking to him and giving him the opportunity to change it? Like you're tripping. Like I've been lucky, and I know not all women are lucky to have that. There's a lot of what you're saying is really.
Let me stop this. Yeah, some women are like isolated, and that's why you need to make sure they keep contact with their family. Make sure they have some kind of friend group. You don't want your woman to be isolated and not feel she don't have nowhere else to go, and that you kind of trapping her. Ant wine, okay. Ant wine, I think I'm gonna try to stay away from a little bit too, because Ant wine be getting into it with people, and I don't think he really can get into it back and forth with him because he gets real emotional. So he'll get to, if he get to mess with you and you go at him, he can go, you're doing that because I'm cool. I don't want no smoke. So I kind of stay away from him. And then I'd be invited to places for people to try to drag me. It was a music thing. So you came over here one day to announce it, doing an announcement about it. Then you came over another day lit with somebody yelling in the background and then banging on me. Then I get there because I'm not exactly sure the time, and I get there and it's, oh, we're not doing that music no more. So I said, okay, well, what music are you doing? I had it written down, so I went and made some different music. I dropped off the panel, went and made some different music, then came back because they were talking about, oh, well, Kev got way better music, blah, blah, blah. I said, okay, so play this song. They played the song. He didn't know who it was. He's like, oh, yeah, this is fire. Then they say, oh, yeah, that's nice. Oh, I didn't know that. So it's like you're rooting against me. Why would you invite me somewhere to root against me, drive me, and do all this weird stuff? But don't get me wrong. I understand that can be a game and whatever else. But I don't know. Because you got 3 people inviting me to come to this place. I come to the place, and then the boss over there is like, drop him because he does weird stuff and set people up and try to hurt channels. When? Where? Prove it. This is a reaction channel. If I go on the show and there's a positive thing that's going on the show, I'll react to the positive thing that's going on the show. If I go on the show and people are cussing me out, I might react to me being cussed out. If I go on the show and it's just boring and there's nothing to it, I'll just, go there and keep it pushing. And then some people I don't react because they be in their feelings. I don't want to, I'm not viewing the show to talk about the host of the show. Like, I don't mind Stanley reacting to anything over here. That's cool. I don't mind that, he's going to say I'm slow and all that. That's cool. But they go above and beyond, and then they don't want to play the game. The game is the game. I go to other people's channel and ask people to like, comment, subscribe, support the channel, just like I ask here. So when I'm asking somebody if they're here to do the same, likewise, I don't understand why that was offensive. Sometimes you need testimonials. Sometimes you need other people's support. That's all I'm asking. No, I already support. I'm not trying to argue with you. All I said the other day was that somebody outbid at you. That's been the way it's been this whole time we've been here. Somebody can come along and say, I want 7 cent rent. If they pay double because she's royalty, then they got it. And that's the other thing. So when that jumped off the other day, everybody in the chat could have been like, oh, yeah, that's always been the case. The spots can be bought. Always been that way. Now, with them being bought don't mean that you can't still be royalty. You just got bought out of that spot. I still want to value the money, so you just won't be the queen. You'll be a knight or a fairy or something else. You still have the same power. Well, you don't have the same power as the queen per se, but you still have power. The only one that truly has real power is the king. So a rapper was like, I don't want that to be the queen no more. He has that kind of power. I'll just rewrite it up and put it in a community page so people understand all the stuff. I be forgetting that the other page is gone and that it isn't written up, so people understand exactly what the royalty is and the games are and every single thing else. The situation was Stanley bought the queen spot for Chalk, but TMKC, yeah, she just bought it. That's all. And before anybody understood anything, it was you should ask for a refund. There is no refunds. There aren't any refunds. And then they didn't want to talk. So if y'all don't want to talk and it's all about sodomy, oh well.
100% true. Women will open up to their friend and the friend will be like, girl, F him. You don't need to be dealing with that anyways. And then now that's in their head and then they're carrying all the stuff and then they explode, you know? So I think you're right. And I do think the reason I said it is because I do think that it's not a good look to do that. I agree with you. I think I'm admitting that.
Well, now it's not that. Now it's the subscribers is hearing about it. So now it's not just your girl. It's a whole group of people talking to you.
That has been my faults in my past relationships. I'm trying to work on that now, but I for sure have been someone to avoid the harder conversations or the tough conversations because I didn't want to disrupt something, or I felt like, you know, I don't want this person to be like, she always is saying something or da 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 da. So I'm just like, let me just shut up, let it slide, let
me say this right here. They bought it so late last month that I said I'll just ride it into this month. So it'll probably been 40 days or something because I didn't feel like trying to count. So I was just gonna ride it into this month. But yeah, it just got outbought. So she'd have just been in another royalty spot. That's all. She could have been chat queen.
let it slide, but then that makes you get pushed away further from the person. You're just kind of like I don't feel safe here. I don't feel like I can talk about stuff. So I'm just kind of like closed off. And then you have things that are not met, like unmet things, because the person doesn't really know. So I feel like it's fair to give them the opportunity and a chance to hear you out at least. And after that, you go from there, you know? Yeah. But like, I do think it's not right. I'm not saying that it's right to move like that.
Yeah.
So YK Osiris, you know who that is?
Yeah, I do.
He recently said, and it's like a viral thing, he said, I'm not going to lie. I don't feel like a woman is obligated to cook or clean without a ring. Go get a cleaner or a maid.
So a woman is not obligated to cook or clean
without a ring.
Without a ring.
Yeah.
So that's what he valued. I mean, if that's his thing, and then, you know, he gets into a relationship and he don't like that no more, then it's like, damn. You know, if you know, certain guys is like, hey, I'll get a maid for you. I'll get a cook for you. That's his thing. You know, he got the means to do it. Hey, that's on you. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong with that. Everybody got their little standards and what they, you know.
My thing though is, well, a lot of, like, if a man is financially contributed and helping you and taking care of you, then I think that it's like, how do we expect men to do things that a husband would do, but you're not doing anything that a wife would do unless you have a ring? My opinion is like, if he's doing things, you should be doing things. Y'all should be reciprocating.
Well, he got the means to do those things, then who cares? Like, he don't, that ain't what he value other things. He value sex probably more, or these other things more, or whatever. Like, but he, like, if that's minor. That's minor actually. So that ain't no big deal if he don't require it. a woman to cook or clean without the ring. But what if he give her the ring and she can't cook or clean, and that's what he wants? Then what? I mean, that's the only thing I
Right.
say about that. Like, what if you want your wifey to cook and clean when she get the ring, and if she ain't done it before the ring, why you expect her to do it with the ring?
Yeah, I get that.
You know
That's what I'm saying, though.
So, like,
Yeah.
say you don't require a woman to cook or clean. Period. Don't you have to throw the ring in there?
Well, he's basically saying you shouldn't do wifely things when you ain't a wife.
You got to do wifely things to get wife. Period. You can't do girlfriend things and expect to get wifed. Wifey
Yeah, that's
things
the
have to
part.
be done before you get wife. How do I know you're a wifey?
Yeah, I agree with that.
Come on now.
So India Love recently went online and people are like getting on her about it because she said that she never wants to hear a man ask about how much something costs or about discounts. She said it's the biggest turnoff you can ever do is to like say, oh, is this a discount or how much is this? She said that's just like disgusting.
That she just keep putting her foot in her mouth. But I guess she don't care, but she keeps saying stuff that people are responding to in a negative way. Everybody's not rich, man. The majority of your audience and the people that's watching you are not rich.
It's a turn off, like that makes a man completely undesirable to her.
Yeah, because she don't value the money like a man if a man is doing that. It's motherfucking billionaires that's out there doing that.
Yeah, it is. I know that for a fact.
So what if he a billionaire then? You know, but that's how you keep your billions. That's how you keep your millions if you doing stuff like that. So you got to value money and you got to value the long term of the money. Because like this, I'm going to do this my rest of my life. What if I can't maintain this? What if I got to get deal? The reason people is billionaires because they saw deals. You understand that?
Yeah, exactly.
They got the best deal. That's the reason they got the money. So she got to understand that part of it. Like, why would I get this $6 million house and live in it and don't use all this space I got when I can get this other house where I'm going to use the space and this is all I need?
Yeah, for sure.
And I have money to do other things. So, you know, women, they get caught up in the look of how everything looks.
That is the most ridiculous thing I've heard.
No, I'm just, can I
go
finish?
Ahead. Sorry, I thought you were done.
No, women get caught in the way things look on the outside. Like, oh, why is my man, we had the store shopping and he asked how much this costs. Like, that's a turnoff? No. What if I can get something better for cheaper? And I could do something else with this money. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, women like India, you know, she wants the guy, the breadwinner, the guy with a lot of money to just be in there. Like, price don't matter for her. I'm going to spend it. Then what happened when he go broke? Then she on to the next.
Mm-hmm.
Period. So, I mean, it is what it is. That's what she want. I mean, that's cool. You know, but like it's cool when you young. You know what I'm saying? I didn't understand.
It don't sound like what you just says is cool. I don't get it, but again, she's had access to that. Yeah, that's her choice. Because, you know, DDG did just give her what, not that long ago, that $15,000 purse because she walked by it and saw it. But I have seen DDG, I have seen him do this, go inside, I think the Tiffany store for one of them girls he was dating, and he asked to see some stuff, and he was like, no, I want to spend somewhere like in this range. And so he got her some Tiffany stuff. It was real dainty and small, but it's still Tiffany. But he did go in there looking for a deal. I seen him go to a shoe place and they threw some shoes up there talking about $15,000. He said, nope. And I'm on the same page with him. Where is the deal at? I want something nice, but not $15,000 nice. Shoes? I just saw somebody else do that. Who else was that just did that? It wasn't DDG. It was it was what's the name? Corday. He said, how much is these? He said, that's a car. That's the price of a car. I'm cool. And yeah, I don't get it. But yeah, I try to be cordial with people. I say good morning to them, and folks come and want to troll and stay on the same perpetual whatever. So I'm saying, no, I respect you, and you want to say every 2 seconds, you're dumb, you're dumb, you're dumb, you're dumb, you're dumb. I never said I was dumb, but you keep saying you're dumb, you're dumb, you're dumb, you're dumb, you're dumb. Like, damn, dude. And I wish people could understand that. I'm not as well read as this person. I'm not as well read as that person. These people are people who do, they used to build and do the mathematics, and they done read all of the different this and that. Yeah, I haven't done that. That's what I am saying. But for those of you who have, I don't insult that. So I don't know why you have to go out of your way and listen to everybody's stuff and then talk about them.
Stand it either. And so when I started getting older, I'm like, man, this gotta last the rest of my life. Why do I gotta floss and have the best of the best every time? Like, damn, it don't even make sense. A lot of times I'm getting stuff and then it go in the trash, or I don't use it no more. But it was cool at the time, like I could be in a bigger house than I'm in now, but like, why? I don't need all that space. You know what I'm saying? And it took a while for me to understand that. Like, I was living like that for a long time. And then it was just like, I'm in a house and I got a 5-bedroom. I don't even use these rooms. I don't even go in this room. I don't use this. And I'm like, damn, that's a waste.
Right.
So,
yeah.
I'm just like, sure, I could be using this money to do other stuff with it. I could use this extra, invest in this now. So, I mean, it is what it is. Everybody is titled to what they want and what they believe in. So whatever.
Cool. Okay. So Claudia Jordan. Claudia Jordan was on Nick Cannon's podcast with her best friend, and they.
And my goodness, it's the usual. Claudia Jordan.
The homie Claudia. What's up?
They spoke about passing around their exes or guys that they've dated. So like basically the best friend was telling a story about how she was looking at this guy. So she Googled him and saw that he was on the red carpet with Claudia Jordan. And so she sent it to Claudia and was like, so you used to talk to him? And she's like, yeah, but you can have him. And they just like, she was like, we've done that a lot of times with men. So Nick Cannon said that the character standards are in hell. He was like, I don't like that because that just means where's the character? Where's the this? I mean, is Nick Cannon want to talk? Because he be doing all type of stuff. I don't know. But me personally, I get it to a certain degree to where it's like, if I don't care about a man at all, my homegirl really wants him. If someone asks me, like I'll look at you. I'll never do that. I'll never want nobody else's, like someone who my homegirl messed with. Can I finish? I never wanted someone else that.
Look at them being catty. Look at them being catty.
That I mess with, man. But I think that if my homegirl like really wanted a man that I used to deal with, then you can have them.
What does deal with mean?
Messed around, dated.
They do that all the time.
Like not just sex, but like dated.
There's no boundaries. Like you could date the man you used to date. If it was your man, I get it. But like she's probably talking about, I messed around with him, like, and then
they were on the red carpet together.
They messing around.
Okay.
Like guys do.
The red carpet. What does being on a red carpet have to do with anything? So they went together to a party.
All the time. Women do it all the time, as we hear here. But like when it gets to a certain point, like, oh, we went out on a few dates and everything and messed around. What there's no substance in that. But like, damn, what if she ran into him and they hit it off and it felt good and You know, maybe that's all she wanted. Maybe most of the time that's just a sexual thing. You know, and then maybe it can turn into a relationship. But like women be like, oh, he was a good time, girl. Go ahead. Men will do the same thing. I mean, I've never personally done that. Like, hey, she was a good time. Go ahead, dog. Like, but women do it and men do. I know men that do it. Like, here, yeah, she was a good time. Oh man, ain't no feelings. It was just a good time. And you know, I see it. I see it all happen all the time. I personally, like, don't ask me. You don't have to ask me. Like, why are you asking me if you know it was just some work? Because that was just pretty much work at that point. Oh, it was some just work. But if it was just like my girl or somebody, that's when I feel like that's like, no, I ain't feeling that. Like that was my girl and everything. Now the homie, you want to be with my girl, but it's on her too. Why are you participating in it too? So I'm like, you tell me about your character now. If you knew I know this dude and I kicked him and you was my girl, you telling me a lot about you. And now I'm off not only him, I'm off you too.
Why were you ever on them if that was your ex?
What's
what
that?
You mean you're off of them?
No, I'm off. Like if my boy or somebody I kick it with or hang with want to hang out with my ex, like, and then say like the feeling is mutual, and say we still had a cool friendship or whatever, I'm off both y'all as a friend.
Why are you friends with your ex?
What if I'm single?
Still, why is anyone friends with their ex?
What if I'm single?
Okay, and then you get in a relationship and then you cut that person
say I'm
off?
single and I'm still friends with my ex. What's wrong with that? Is there, like, if you're single, you're not friends with your ex?
No, I'm not friends with my ex.
Like, what does friendship mean? Like, what Carl show we talk here and there, but we ain't nothing going on. But like now it go from that, we cordial, we can talk, text, hey, happy birthday, all this. But now it go from that to like nothing. I don't want to hear nothing. I don't want to hear happy birthdays. I'm single. Listen to what I'm saying. I'm single. I could say to my ex, happy birthday. I could say whatever if I'm not in a relationship. But if you decide that you want to get with my boy and you feel cool enough to get with it and we was happy birthday, you're not getting nothing from me now. It's no more friendship. It's no more nothing from neither one of y'all.
Yeah, I feel like for me, I don't, but that's different. Everyone's different. Some people stay friends with their ex. I don't really stay friends with an ex, to be honest, because like, you know, there was feelings there and there was stuff involved. So it's just for me, it's like, you know, I'd rather, but I know whatever. Some people do stay friends with their exes. That's on them.
You know how when it's on game day,
I don't see what the big deal is. I don't see what the big deal is. If y'all split amicably and y'all was cool and it just didn't work out for y'all, I don't see what the big deal is if y'all still communicate with each other. But that's me. When folks be breaking up with me, it don't be amicable. They have to make it ugly. And in those scenarios, yeah, there's nothing to talk about. All night we can do it. All night we can do it. Don't you be on that boo. Just a touch of love, a little bit. What's going on, Rapid? Yeah, man. Folks be seeming like they be trying to punish the boy. Like, ooh, y'all didn't like something I did, huh? If we're about to find out. Yes. If we're about to find out. Play around, boy. We do the Dougie till we get down, boy. I ain't said ish facts. What you got going? I'm not knowing. Just ain't flowing. Ever run to find out? Sure. Ever run and find out? We do the Dougie till we get down, boy.
I hope y'all making y'all headlines on your sectors as well too. If you want to simulcast, you can simulcast If y'all simulcasting already, whoever's on that side, please like, please subscribe, please share, and make sure you donate to your favorite content creators as well too. And if you're not simulcasting, I don't know why you're not simulcasting, because it'll help.
In a relationship,
Haley Bailey admitting to being the problem in her relationships for 2 minutes and 30 seconds.
I think I have anxious attachment style. Everybody knows I'm an Aries, I'm a fire sign. I get very passionate. I seem nice online and innocent and everything, but you guys do not know. I will go to battle with my yelling, with my words, everything. I'm good at that, right? And if I gotta yell or check anyone, that's what I gotta do. That's just the way I be. Clap back or sit back. I always have to choose clap back. I'm sorry. I'm a very cool person. But if somebody looks at me or the people that I love, it's over for you. I'm an Aries. Sorry. Never have I ever started drama with my boyfriend for no reason.
Put it down.
I you know. I'm territorial. I'm a jealous girlfriend. I'm a territorial girlfriend. Where you go, who are you with? That's me. I am nosy, number one. Number two, I like drama. I just don't like drama in my life, but I love watching it in other people's. So I love my baby so much. I need him with me in order to function, in order to be able to do the scenes and everything. So he's been out here with me the majority of the time. But this week, and I go home on the weekends. But this week, I had a lighter week, and I'm going home tomorrow. So I got here last night, and I'm going home tomorrow. So I was like, let me try to test myself and see if I can be without him for a day and leave him, let him and his daddy have daddy and son time. And guys, I miss him so much. But everybody knows Moo's the best daddy dad. But I miss him so much. Yesterday on the plane, I was crying, and I went to, the little air.
Go around to my brother Corey.
All right. Starting out with me.
Yes, of course. Why not? Why not?
Right. Okay.
Untouchable pie, baby.
Are women bringing peace to relationship, or are they bringing problems?
Yes, ma'am.
I believe that women do both. It just depends on the type of women that you choose.
My God. Okay. That's it. That's where we stopping.
Yeah.
And the reason why I shared her, right, out of Haley Bailey, right? She was the princess. She was the princess to a lot of people. Like she was the what do you call it? Is that a word I'm using? The princess? What's the word I'm looking for, CEO? The sweetheart or the sweet? Like I don't know which word I'm trying. I'm lost for words when it comes to the type of woman people.
Apprentice, the quiet one. She was a Beyonce's apprentice.
No, princess.
Princess,
but it's
that's
more, like sweetheart, like a
darling.
You know how, there you go, like the darling, like you know how America, like a lot of white people say this is the sweetheart of the society, they woman or the darling. Like that's the way she came off. So I shared her because of what she was saying and the way the type of behavior she like engaging in type of relationships. So you think women like problems and bring peace and problems into your life. That's what you said, Chris, right? But if you had to pick,
just depending on
if you had to pick, which one do you think? What do you think women are bringing most to men's lives, peace or problems in today's society?
More problems. I would say more problems. Only because of some of the things that I've seen on social media. I'm not on it a lot, but based off of things like you just showed, that would be more problematic. However, what I will say to that is the buck can stop with the person that chooses them. If you see those red flags, you should run.
Uh-oh. We go to the red flags. Okay. All right. Woo, we got to run. So all we can do is leave, right?
Yeah.
CEO, what do
Yes,
you think,
brother.
or why do you think, what do you think a majority of the women are today in society? Are they bringing peace or problems in today's relationships, my brother?
I think majority of the women today are wearing a mask, right? Depending on how they feeling is which mask they could pull on. So they're going to put on. So I think they can bring peace and the chaos. It just depending on all how they feeling in that moment.
Mm-hmm. But remember, the women are supposed to be the lovers and nurturers, right? So I'm asking that because if the sisters are the lovers and the nurturers, and they are the ones supposed to be bringing peace, is that what you're seeing in today's society? Where women are bringing primarily majority of times peace.
That's not what I'm seeing, but I know it exists.
Okay. How about you, my brother Sharon Bracy? Do you think majority of the women today are bringing peace or problems into the relationships without using the word both?
No problem. I believe.
Thank you, my brother.
Majority...
Problems? I got you, man, already. That's what I'm talking about. Problems.
I believe majority of the women are bringing peace to relationships. In my opinion. My God! And even the way how she explained it, she like to see drama in other people's relationship, and she like to watch drama on TV. She has talked to her homegirls about drama and all that. But in her personal life, she wants to have her house quiet. She want to be with her baby and most likely her man. That's how most women are actually living their drama out of, through watching SVU late at night before they go to sleep, talking to their crazy ass homegirl. They talk to you about their crazy day, and that's how they get their drama out of their system. But at home, they want to be homebody, sit down, eat, maybe get some Moscato with you, and keep it moving. That's what majority of women are attempting to do.
Okay. How about you, my sister Dalen? What do you think a majority of women try to bring into a man's life today? You think it's peace or problems?
Try to bring to the relationship.
Bringing. I'm sorry. No, I know. Thank you so much for catching me too. Yeah. What do you think? Dalen, you think you was slick? I see what you just tried to do right there. And use my words against, but I got you. So what do you think majority out? Now, she said, try to. You caught on the quick. Oh, you try to? This is easy right here. They try to love you. They try to be there for you and support you. But do you think majority of women today are bringing peace or problems?
Let me see what Rapid said. Are you serious, Rapid? Yesterday and today. Are you talking to me or are you talking to Sin? Yeah, the girl next door, the America's sweetheart, the darling. Yeah.
In today's relationship,
I think just like Ms. Prashant, but I know you said most. I do believe it's peace, but I also do believe that drama and chaos can be picked up along the way. But I definitely because when I think about it, maybe I'm biased, I don't know, but sometimes I can't think outside of the relationship type of things.
Let me see. Let's drop this for a minute. Because we got Loda Rebel in the building. We ain't seen him in a minute. Old Man Low is in the building. I'm trying to think. Yeah, we ain't seen Old Man Low in a minute. But I think he's supposed to have a wrench. Let's see. I didn't even turn on my music. I think it was this one. Let's see. me see. Put this out for the minute. Let's see. Put this out here. Go ahead and pin that. Wait a minute. Let me see. This thing, go to channel, put in. How's it doing that? What does go to channel mean? Anyway, let's see what happens now. The technical issues is ridiculous. Refresh it. Every time I move, I lose. When I look, I'm in. Every time I turn around, back in love again. I'm back in love again. All right, sleep tight, back in love again. When you put your arms around me, feel so satisfied. Want you forever. Something I can't describe. Every time I move, I lose. When I look, I'm in. Every time I turn around, back in love again. I'm back in love again. Sit tight, back in love again. Let's make sure we show some appreciation to the people that support the channel.
Thank you for the money, cheese, fatty, the dough, Gouda, scratch, Skrilla, paper.
Thank you to Old Man Low for the support. I appreciate it. Let's get back to listen to women talking about being toxic or dealing with toxicity, adding drama instead of peace.
Side of the Black community, but I know America is so much more bigger, than our small population. So when I take into account women from all backgrounds in America, I have to say more women are bringing peace to the relationship, because that's what women want in relationships is peace, pieces of chicken, wine, vibes, love.
What do you think majority of the women are bringing to today's relationships? Peace or problems?
I think it depends on the woman.
Okay.
I think men and women struggle with communication and emotional regulation. Because of that, they bring chaos to each other. And that's really what I've been observing from a lot of couples who have people who aren't compatible. They try to force relationships that just simply don't work because they're incompatible emotionally. They lack the communication skills to sustain a healthy relationship. And because of that, chaos erupts. So it really depends on the relationship and the two people involved with each other. That's how I feel.
Mm-hmm. So why do you think that a lot of times then a lot of men are coming online in their experiences, coming to the panels and in real life and in public, coming to to these discussions, saying that a lot of women struggle with giving them peace, a lot of women struggle with accountability, a lot of women
liars. They are liars.
So why? So why would they? Okay, Sharon, if you're saying they're liars, why are they coming on the internet or going in public? So you know what? I saw a video. Did you see the video? I'm gonna share that video as well too, because I want to ask y'all a question about it. But I saw someone coming in public and complaining about their women. Right, when men come in and go to public to complain about their women, it's not well received. Like it's our nature to be like, like this man's coming online and complaining about his woman, even if the woman was bad. For some reason, it makes the man look bad. So why would men come online or in their real lives come to lie about the women? Why do you think they want to lie about on their women?
They ego get bruised. They want to look like they are the correct one. They do not want to actually give the power to the one that is actually moving in the proper direction, the one that is more responsible, the one that is having to nurture the relationship. They want to seem like they are that person. But in reality, they giving that power to the woman, and then they get upset when the woman is moving in the proper direction and they are not so-called the leader anymore, and they have a resentment towards their own woman. And so now they go ahead and express that to their fellas, the only person that's going to listen to them and not correct them and challenge them, because most of the time men coddle other men because y'all feel like, damn, brother, she's doing that too. You a good brother, even though that man is not actually doing anything properly to be calling him a good brother.
No. So what are they lying about? When they come online, what are they lying about, Sharon? And anybody else can add too. If you believe that the brothers are lying about too, what is it exactly that they're lying about?
So for example, a lot of brothers will act as if this woman is nagging him. She's doing this to me. She always nagging me. However, if you would have just did what was supposed to be expected in a relationship, she wouldn't have to ask you 2 and 3, 4 times. So it won't be no nagging. You are not holding up your end of the bargain. And then now she's so-called nagging because you are not holding up your responsibility. Now it's nagging. You having to be, you got a wandering eye. And then now she is acting out in public while she's correcting you with your wandering eye. And you're like, yeah, man, she crazy. No, she ain't crazy. You are doing things that you ain't supposed to be doing within a relationship. And then now you gaslighting the young lady, act like she did something to you. And y'all brothers would just so like, yeah, you know, our woman, they be crazy, bro. You can't control her. No, it's you doing crazy things and she's responding to you.
Okay. So you saying they're lying. Where are you coming up with the determination that they're lying, and who's telling the lie or the truth on the brothers? Who's telling you the truth about what they're actually doing, and how you coming to the table and going, the brother is lying, but whoever's telling the truth on them, this is the truth tellers. So you're saying the women are telling the truth about what's happening with men, and the men are lying about what's happening in relationships.
Women are responding to their mate. The way how we know is because majority of men would come to, I'm gonna go with the lie part. So for example, one lie that is a normal lie that men would say is that, like, she don't know I'm cheating. I don't know why she tripping. She don't gotta know. She understands all these different things of who you are, and things are not added up. So she, hey, why you stayed out so late? Blah blah. She have accusations, and even though he is cheating, he will call her crazy because she don't have the downstroke proof of it, and then he will act as if she's crazy, and there go the gaslight of the whole situation. Now she's crazy, even though her intuition is telling her the correct thing.
Yes, but we know data-wise, most people don't cheat on each other, right? Most people aren't cheating. So let's stick on the relationships where the people aren't cheating. And
there go the first lie.
No, hold on. If you can,
and that's how it snowballs into because men will coddle that, say, yeah, us men are stand-up men.
So
we know for a fact that majority of men they go with their homeboys and they will go ahead and push their brother to cheat on a good woman.
So most men. So hold on. Most men cheat, and Dalen, you agreeing with him too?
No, he's going deeper. I was talking about.
No. I'm asking just real quick, y'all. I'm asking real quick because I'm gonna ask you one more question. So you and Dalen agree that most men cheat. That's what y'all are saying, right?
No. He's saying his own thing about men specifically, but to what you said previously is that most people don't cheat. People don't cheat.
Yes.
You said people instead. So yeah.
Yeah. That data-wise, when we look at the data, whether you're looking at self-report or other people reporting as well too, most people aren't cheating. Most people aren't saying they're getting cheated on.
And you believe the cheater, the person that is lying in a relationship to tell you the truth.
No, I didn't say that. Most people aren't saying that they're getting cheated on or that they're cheating. It's the minority of people who are cheating, can we talk about the relationships of the people who are having issues prior to the number one reason most people separate Sharon is because of lack of commitment. That's the number one reason.
But the issue that we having, right, is you trying to turn it into a different conversation. We having a conversation.
No, I can stay where you are, but
we having a conversation about the lies and the problems within relationship that men are having when they voice it to their brothers. And that's the conversation. And when you turn it into majority people cheating, that turns into a whole completely different conversation. We talking about the drama that is in the relationship and who is contributing to that. And the brothers is contributing. And one of them is when they are cheating, they try to act as if when the woman gets the sense of him cheating, he will act as if she is crazy, and he will come to his boys and say, "Hey, she don't know that I'm cheating," but and he would act as if she is crazy, and the brothers be like, "Yeah, you know, our woman is just crazy," when he is the one that's
you're talking about a compulsive lying man and a cheating man, right? The one who tries to hide that he's cheating.
That's
right?
one lie. Yeah, that's one version of the lie that.
But most people aren't cheating on each other.
But we're not talking about most people. We are literally talking about a specific thing. And then when you turn that specific conversation to a general conversation, you changing the conversation.
So we trying to have so if we're gonna do that, then most women aren't cooperating and listening in the household. They don't. Most women are fighting back and pushing back when their man is giving them an instruction or telling them to do something and trying to lead a household, and that constantly is testing their man and always trying to take power over a relationship. Well, we have multiple women now telling women to mistreat their men to always have the power and leverage of a relationship. Is that true or false?
False.
See, that's what I'm saying. So why do you get to say what I said was false, but you get to say that it's true that men are cheating?
Because we do not have a group of women saying, "I'm not going to listen to a good man." That just doesn't happen in real life. What we see is that, the man is not holding up to his standard. That's why she is, i.e., nagging. That's why she is crazy. She thinks that I am cheating. Those are the people that have those type of issues. People that have healthy relationships, they listen to their man, and that man listens to his woman, and we don't know Nawaza.
That was false. What you just, there are women leaving good men. There are women saying that these good men were boring. There are women that saying that they grew apart from this good man, and being a good man isn't enough. That's false, Sharon. There's literally a video that's
they're literally saying that though. They are saying being good is not enough. That, don't get me wrong, these could be skits and whatever else, but there are literally people saying being good is not enough. In fact, just moments ago when we was listening to Azar talking to Paul Pierce, she was saying that being a good woman is not enough. Look who made it into the building, y'all. Is it a bird? Is it a plane? Nope. It's the queen. She has theme music. Let's stop this. And it is...
What you got going? I'm not knowing. It just ain't flowing. We not growing. Ever run and find out? Yes. Ever run and find out? We truly don't play around, boy. We do the Dougie till we get down, boy.
Shout out to the queen. Let us get back to the show. Here. Move this. Get back to this.
Circulating now that's viral that a woman stayed with her man for 9 years but was miserable because he had a small penis, but he was a great guy. That's false. Like women, a lot of times, I mean, I don't know if you saw it. I know you saw it too.
I didn't see it, but it sounds very extreme.
But yeah, and everybody was going in on her. But what makes us so defensive? And I think it's an innate thing, a natural thing for us always to see our women and our mothers in the right, because that's how we were raised. That's our mama. Most of us we love our mamas. But as we get older, we get to see what actually is happening. And today's version of relationships is completely different than the ones we grew up with, depending on what y'all saw. But all I'm saying is, why don't we address the majority of what's happening versus the minority of what's happening, which we would probably all agree a man should be cheating on his woman. And if a man is typically cheating, he's probably being manipulative. He's probably trying to take advantage of her, and he probably tries to play her as well too. Nobody's denouncing that. What I'm saying, most of the time in a relationship, why it's failing, it's not due to the fact.
I say that everything we talk about is a minority of people. The cheaters, the liars, the criminals, the good, the bad. Most of the emphasis is talked about a minority of people. The majority of people, I think, are average, and they're trying their best to avoid all drama, men and women. That's what I think. But the ones that's acting up is really acting up.
Somebody cheating, Sharon. That's what I'm saying. So when you say they're lying, that cheating, can we talk about something that majority of the men are doing, that they're going, hey, that's what these men are doing. Majority of men are not cheating. That's all I'm saying.
That's fine. And but we talking about lying. So now if we want to go to another version.
No, it's my turn. No, it's my turn now. No, my turn. You said that's fine. So
that's
now,
fine.
Now let me ask you this:
but we're not talking
are majority of men receptive to their man and accept them as they are and go, I love this man as he is, or are they trying to change this man into what they want?
They accept that man for what he is.
Does anybody have a rebuttal to that, or do y'all agree that most women accept their men for who they are?
No, I don't think. No, not at all.
Go ahead, Corey. Go ahead, my brother Corey. And then you go see
women on a regular basis, and what often happens is they meet men, and these men present themselves a certain way at the beginning, and there's a shift months down the line. And when that man finally reveals his true colors, these women hold on to the version of him that he presented at the beginning, and they're hoping that that version will eventually return, and it never does. So quite often the woman waits, right, for a man to turn a corner, to pivot, hoping that he'll be the type of man that she wants, and it rarely ever happens. And what often happens is a woman will keep giving and investing, hoping that he will eventually see her value, and quite often that never happens. So that's often where women find themselves in these situations.
And you don't consider that man a liar?
No, if that man does that, that is a liar. But most men, but what
women are the crazy one. That's the issue.
No. So what I asked you is most women try to change men. You said no. That he disagreed, and I believe CO would disagree as well too. But Corey said that men show a different type of man, right?
Right. So that is a liar. That is somebody coming with the representative in the beginning to catch you and then flip on you. Yeah, and then that is the definition of gaslighting. If I come in saying Stefan, then after you get with me, I turn back into Steven, and you never see Stefan again. Yeah, I lied to get you. Listen, this is getting out of hand. It's been days. Y'all not let's see. Let me see. Yeah, let me look. Let me see what the queen is saying. Okay. Okay. Okay.
Not who they are in the beginning, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you also agreed that most women are not satisfied with the initial guy as well too. They try to change him as well too. Women aren't accepting of that guy. Most women. Go ahead, Corey. You about to say something?
I would say like initially the guy puts forth more effort, and so he creates this illusion that he's checking all of these boxes. He's this dream guy at first, and then once he's emotionally invested, that's when he pulls back. And that's when things change. So it is like the okie doke. It is manipulation to some degree. But here's the thing. A lot of women go for men who they know in many cases won't be faithful, who they know got 3, 4, 5 baby mamas, who they know ain't shit, and they hope that man will change. And that doesn't happen either. So they have to take accountability for who they choose as well.
Right.
Sorry, come on.
Sharon, I'm sure you agree. Hey, Sharon, and I'm gonna ask you that. Hey, Sharon, no, I'm asking you because I know you agree. Because I'm gonna ask you a question. Who would a woman sleep with first? The man she's crazy about, but already knows that she'll never marry her, or the man that would marry her, but she's not crazy about? Who she has sex with first, Sharon?
She definitely have a choice. So she's gonna choose a person, whatever that thing is. So the woman absolutely has a choice.
You didn't answer my Sharon. You didn't. Sharon, I know you ain't just did it. That was my question.
The woman absolutely has a choice who she sleep with.
No. Sharon, I'm asking you again because
if you want to frame it as crazy, then yes.
No, Sharon, that was my question.
Crazy in love, yes. The crazy in love. However you want to frame it. That
so Sharon, Sharon. So hold on, Sharon. Work with me, Sharon. Work with me. I'm gonna get right back. Sharon, I'm gonna give you the mic. Sharon, I'm gonna give you the mic back. So do a woman accept that guy that would have married her and Prince Charming the way he acted? Because typically these guys are crazy about the women, want to be with these women. They want the guys that they are crazy about. Does she end up dealing with a guy she's crazy about and try to mold him and change him to what she wants?
No, she do not try to change him. No.
Corey just told you when you agreed. See that now that's a lie. Hold on.
I want to address it. So no, what Corey showed was that lie that men put forward up front. That is the lie already. Already, that's 2 lies that we uncovered in a very short time. And I'm glad Corey was just being honest about it, because majority of men, they will come into the relationship lying. And then when the women want to hold him accountable to that representative that he showed her, then that's when she become nagging. That's when she become crazy. And that's when all these women, they want to be lied to. They don't want the real me. And they start to resent that woman, because they know they got that woman off of a fallacy in the first place, that he cannot maintain that mask that he put on in the beginning. And that's why he wound up breaking up with that woman.
Corey didn't say that. How did he? So one, how did he lie? 2, that's not what he said. He said the women would be struggling with picking the red flag guy too. They struggle with, they don't struggle with Ben. They pick that guy that they know ain't ish from the beginning, and they deal with that guy. That's what Corey said. You agreed with him. So how did he lie if you agreed with him, unless y'all both lied?
I think 2 things can be true at the same time. You have a group of women who are manipulated, and you have a group of women who constantly and consistently choose the wrong man. This is why you have men who will have 4 or 5 baby mamas in the same neighborhood, in the same city. It's because many women go after the men who they know are either dealing with other women. They go after men who've been with their best friends, men who they have heard about, through the grapevine. This happens all the time.
Right, but what I'm saying, he conceded to what you said and then said you lied. But then that would mean that he lied too if he conceded to what you said. Y'all both lied if you lied. But so, Sharon, why did you say?
No. Okay, hold on. I see where this is going on. You missing what I'm saying.
Okay,
I'm saying the initial lie, right? So first we deal with the lie with the cheating part. Now Corey is bringing up a different lie that men do when they put that represented out and they cannot maintain that lie that they presented to that woman. That is another lie that men produce to women. And then that man, he turns into looking at that woman as she's crazy, she's nagging him, because he cannot maintain that facade of this perfect man for that girl that he presented to her in the first place. That is the lie, not him lying. Men are lying with that representative is what I'm saying.
There's another layer to that, though. It's the lies that women tell themselves about that man.
Oh man!
Right, that's because they believe him.
There's another layer to it.
No, he said the lie they tell themselves.
Right, because they believe they want that man. Right, because they want that man, that representative that Corey's talking about. They want that man to be honest. They want that man to be for real. So that man that he presents as, hey, I got this together. Whatever it is that he presents, she want that man to actually be real. And so that's where men get this whole idea that women want to be lied to.
Hey, Chris, and I got a question for Chris, and I got a question for Dalen at the same time. I want to show y'all the picture, okay?
Okay.
My brother Sharon.
Sharon be cooking.
Sharon cooking himself. Hold on, let me show y'all something real quick, y'all. I want y'all to see something, okay? And I'm gonna ask y'all a question, okay? Because I'm on my brother Corey's side. My brother CEO, did you agree with or disagree with anything what my brother Corey was just saying?
Well, they both made valid points, right?
I agree with CEO.
Corey said the man would put on a facade to get the woman and then change, and then he also said that he would pull back, right? Now I think that pullback.
That ain't all he said though. No,
I know.
But how can he? So how can it be? Hold on, CEO. Corey said that initially, that men can present one thing and be something else, and they lied to the woman. That's the first thing that he said. But then second thing, he said that a lot of these women already see the red flags of this man and look past that because they'll lie to themselves.
Yes, and that goes into what I'm about to say right now. Right?
Okay.
I think, as far as from what you're saying, I think women do try to mold men, either for better or for worse, right? They try to mold men into the idea that they think he should be, no matter how bad or how good he is. And to Corey's point, I mean, not Corey, to Sharon's point, they definitely, men definitely do be lying. We run the game so we could just get in the end zone. You feel me?
Do you think so? I'm trying to find this so y'all can see it, so I can share it on my screen, right?
Mm-hmm.
They got a study that says that 88% of women have better investigative skills than the actual FBI when they feel like something is off, right? Sisters, before y'all date somebody, and Chris and Dalen, it's one thing about young girls. When y'all get older, y'all do an research about who this person is, right? Y'all ask around about the person. Y'all don't just go, I'm just gonna take his word for it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do y'all honestly take a man's word? Like, and this is what Corey's talking about, right? If y'all met Ali and you met me for the first time because y'all not building out a science guy, you inspect the gadget, right? You can be the other one too. And you meet a guy, the first thing you kind of want to know if he's talking to somebody else, right? If you actually interested in him, right?
Maybe when we're 20, in our early 20s, yeah, but as you get older, you start to assess how you make yourself available to certain men. So when they do approach, you take what you hear as what you hear it, taking information as you get it. I wouldn't say we're immediately checking Facebooks and Instagrams to verify, but we will interact with one another. That will make it easier for us to be shown something that we need to see ahead of time. So instead of looking for it, we put ourselves in positions because now we know better to let the information come to us so we can act accordingly.
Let's see. Let's do this. We done a couple shows and we not getting no support for some reason. And this was my discussion the other day. I'm still the same guy. They just took away the emojis in the super chat. It's very interesting though.
We got to get our shit together.
It's about to go down.
A nickel bag gets sold in the park. I want in.
Tell them to bring me my money.
Yeah! If it don't make dollars, it don't make sense.
Oh, honey, I got to get my hands on some.
And then I'm gonna get that money.
I approach him with my
I like that. I want to just, I need that.
I take your money.
Please support the channel. You can hit the Cash App. It's scrolling across the bottom. $ KNIGHTISH1. The PayPal is paypal.me/IDLNO. If you have not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. Please hit the like button. And if you don't mind, we have some wonderful people that's here every day chatting in the chat. You can have a conversation with them. We like to meet new people.
So let me give an example what I mean. And fellas, y'all can attest to it, right? When you see a woman, sometimes in your mind, you can be like, hey, man, I bet you she probably only in a relationship or married. Do y'all ever see women and Corey and Sharon and CEO? Do y'all be like, oh, I know that person probably married or in a relationship? Do y'all ever feel like that when y'all see a woman?
Yeah.
Sharon?
Ask the question one more time.
Do you ever see a woman and the way she's conducting herself, the way she's moving, how she may present herself, you're like, man, I bet she's already in a relationship. She already got a man.
No.
Okay, you're the only one, right? How about you, Corey?
Yeah, I've made that conclusion.
Sisters, do you ever see a man and go, oh, I bet he dealing with multiple women if he don't got if he might be in a relationship, or if he ain't got a relationship, he's probably dealing with multiple women. Do y'all have that innate sense as well too when y'all see a man or meet a man?
No, I mean, I don't.
No.
I don't.
So you're telling me when you meet a guy,
Mhm.
you don't already assess to yourself whether this man is in a relationship, and if he's not in a relationship, you don't go, hey man, hey, this dude might probably deal with several women.
Let me ask you a question. Is this particular guy pursuing me?
No. I'm saying like you just see, like y'all don't. So we all gauge each other. We see people. We see how they present themselves, right? If you, well, I ain't gonna ask you, Chris, because you married. Or are you allowed to? If I cannot ask, hey Dale, you got a celebrity crush?
A celebrity crush? No.
Yeah. Is there a celebrity you find attractive?
Sure, they're attractive. Celebrity.
Can you give me one?
Nicki Minaj.
Well, male.
Oh, you got to specify. I have shit. I don't know. Dang, I can't even think of nobody. Chris Brown.
Okay, if you met Chris Brown, even like you see Chris Brown, even before you ever say anything, would you be like, oh, I bet he a hoe? Or do you be like, oh, that's probably a nice guy with no women at all? Y'all don't have that instinctual nature about y'all when y'all meet men?
Well, we don't do either or. That's not how our minds work as women. When we see a man that we automatically know off rip is attractive, we do think, oh, he's too handsome to not be dating a woman that's just as attractive. Because when people see something that basically glows or shines, it's like a rat race. You got to get to it before it gets gone. So I do absolutely believe that most of us think, well, I wonder if he's married. The first thing we'll do is probably look at his left hand and see if he's wearing a wedding ring of some sort, or if we see his car, we're looking for the car seat back there, like or something like that, just to
or ask if he has options.
But if you don't see when you don't see a ring, do you typically believe this man probably doesn't talk to a woman, talks to one woman or several women? Is what I'm asking.
I can't do that based on what I'm looking at. That doesn't happen until we start to engage in conversation and you start hearing how a man talks, what his level of conversation is.
And
I'll even tell you this, even how he dresses, that can tell more. You can say something more before you even need to say anything out of your mouth based on how you dress.
So case in point, if y'all met Corey right now and y'all met him like that, you saw him like that, look, you see him right there, sitting down right there. Would you go, oh man, he probably doesn't talk to any woman, or he probably talks to one woman? You go, that brother probably out there knocking him down. What would you think?
We would say something like, I'm sure that he's not short of options, meaning that he's an attractive man. So I'm sure that he does have options. That's how we would think. I'm sure he has options. We wouldn't say like, oh, I'm sure he's knocking him down. You know what I'm
know.
saying? At least my mind doesn't think like that. I don't think we rush to be like.
So when women like, would you believe most women, like Sharon just said, most men cheat? He just said it himself. That's a man that said it. Yes, you did. That's what we were fighting about. He said, "Hey, CEO, you my witness.
I clarified.
Corey, my witness. Oh, you did.
I did clarify it, please. Yes, I did. I clarified
That's
it.
Crazy.
We was having a specific
Okay,
conversation.
let me not ask you, Sharon. Hey, CEO.
What's up, brother?
And Corey, do not most women, a lot of their narratives will say that all men are cheaters, all men are dogs, all men want is sex.
I've heard that.
So I'm asking Dalen and Chris while we having this conversation, y'all don't go, oh, I know. You just go, oh, he's a handsome guy, but he probably doesn't talk to anybody, maybe one woman. Oh, he has options.
So check.
He's not knocking them down though.
It is the type of woman with a certain mindset. So the type of woman that you're talking about, and I'm not putting anyone down. The type of woman that says something like, I'm gonna give you an example. Oh, I'm sure he's probably knocking them down. What do you think of that type of woman? A woman that says, oh, I'm sure he might have options, or a woman that says, oh, I'm sure he's knocking them down. What kind of women? These are two separate types of women.
She's being realistic because the women like the men.
They're both being realistic, but it's the manner in which you say it. So
no. I didn't say you would say it, Chris. I said think it.
No, right. The think. Okay, so the think, but it's the manner in which you would think that. So a woman who says and thinks in her mind, oh, I'm sure he's knocking it down, immediately she's running to a negative disposition versus a woman that's saying, oh, I'm sure he has options. That's positive, meaning that I am aware that this man right here is not short on options, meaning that I may be an attractive woman. He may see me. However, I'm sure that there's a possibility that there's somebody else that can catch his eye as well. You see what I'm saying?
And that's what I'm saying. Yet they like to say things some like to say things in a nicer way. They like to clean some up. But there are some who would say what he's saying. I just don't think they would say it. Yeah, that's it. It's different types of, mentalities and environments. Some of the ladies I know, there's, they just talk, the way they talk. And I don't know that they would be saying he's knocking them down. But something kind of vulgar. Right now, this is, you're on TV right now. You're not alone. And because I've been places around women that talk wild. It ain't none of this soft stuff. And they can't respect nobody. Well, they want you to respect them. But yeah, I know women that talk wild. But I know that all women talk like that. So I understand what they're saying. They're not thinking that. They'll say he has options.
The woman who says, yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I think you and I know, Prashana, like what that type of way of thinking of a woman, what that stems from. And it's one word. Like when you first were explaining it, it just clicked in my head that there's a certain thing that a woman has to have that's no good for her that makes her think what a man already has when she sees something that she likes. I think purity. Do you think that's what it is?
Yeah.
That's a little bit of it.
Some of it. And immaturity too.
There you go. Yeah.
What I think happened is Ilkan, you jumped the gun to a woman's discernment of how that man is communicating well, because some men could come off as, hey, I'm into smooth talking to women, and I see the way how you communicate, you do this very often type of vibe. So women can pick up on a man that he has a certain kind of style and routine, and she like, oh, hey, we know what this is. I think that's what you say.
No. I was really having to, like, whether women admit it or not, when they meet a guy within the first few seconds, especially if they like the guy, attracted to the guy, they'll know whether they sleep with him or not. They know that right away. They'll lie about it if they want to on this panel, but they know whether they will sleep with him or not. So and they know that.
I'm guessing that the man messes that up.
I didn't. No, the mature guy or the guy. So this is the thing.
Really quick, because you make that statement, I want to point out that of course, when you look at someone, you automatically know if they're attractive to you or not because you know what your type is and what catches your eye. What makes you like it and want to possibly pursue it, of course, sex is on your mind. That's our biological nature, like to, feel that way about the opposite sex. But of course, it's our behavior and our,
Yes.
respect ourselves that, so we know how to handle that. I just wanted to make sure that we have it clear and understand that just because we know that we would bust that thing open just because of what he looked like, that that it is dangerous to do so. Like if something seems so fun and feels so good that quick, something got to come with it. It's too good to be true. Nothing comes that easy. So as you get older, just because you fine don't mean that I want to have 15 minutes of hot, sweaty pleasure because I'm gonna end up paying for that later.
And we don't see that in our real life experiences. Even when the women mature, especially when you're younger, women are extremely territorial and competitive when they see a guy that other women like, and they'll even go as far as try to claim that guy. And her last ditch efforts would be using sex, especially if the guy shows interest. Like y'all know the thin line. There's a line between a guy having sex with you and a guy finding you attractive enough or valuable enough to be in a relationship with you. That's that thin line, right? So a lot of times when women like a guy, like Corey was talking about, you're gonna put things in your head, especially if you like them and you see someone else like them as well too. And you.
Let me see. Who is this? I just saw. What's going on, Hakeem? Let me see. The rhythm it takes to dance to, what we gotta live to.
Going to get competitive and you're going to become territorial. And if you start dealing with them, if you start spending time with them, you're already in the back of your head. This is my man. Like we got to admit the actual tendencies that women have and the behaviors women can demonstrate when they actually start liking the guy, and they'll feel like a guy ghosted them or a guy took advantage of them when the guy never claimed them or even said he liked them. It's because she liked him. And
the reason that the women feel like they have to compete is because eventually a man that exercises his sexual options eventually stops. He'll get married, he'll settle down, or even if he doesn't get married, he'll just pick a longtime girlfriend, knock her up, and they'll just shack up till death. But I've seen it happen all the time.
I think the problem with that statement that you said, that's very high school or workforce oriented. In the real world, that is not actually happening because we are all just adults. So I'm not in a place where I'm with the same exactly 20 adults and they all like, God damn it, we all want Sharon. No, I'm meeting new people every single day, and I'm not having interactions with them where I'm always trying to find some sexual options happening. That only happens in high school when they're looking for the jock. In real life, that don't actually happens, right? It might happen in like small sectors of worlds when they have a very small niche market and it's a very small world. But when we talk about when I'm just out and about and I'm going to this city, I'm going to this state, I'm going to this bar, women are not going to be looking like, yeah, I'm going to have to compete for that man because all the other women are looking at him. It doesn't happen in real life.
Oh, so y'all never see that happen at your job, Chris or Dalen, where there's a lot of people working?
I preface that.
You said that's an elementary thing. Do women not go crazy at the job about a certain guy that works at the job? Or they're not? You may not be the one who does it. Sharon may be the only guy that doesn't see it. CEO and Corey, if y'all work at a location or places where there's a lot of people, are there not times where there's guys that the women go crazy about that work at the place, especially if it's a CEO, especially if it's a doctor, especially if it's a head honcho, especially if somebody who's running a company? The women stop having that type of attraction towards men collectively after elementary school and middle school and high school and college. That don't go into adulthood. So all these women going to watch Chris Brown, all these women going to watch Usher, all these women that go crazy about Idris Elba, Denzel Washington, all Michael B. Jordans in our real lives. They're not people that live in your cities that women be crazy about. Oh, look, hey, old girl got
that's not real life. What you just explained was not real life.
How is that not real life? That is real life.
How often do you happen to bump
I
into?
asked them for hold on, Sharon, before. Hey, Sharon,
how often you are in a space where you are competing with?
I don't want you to talk about the Idris Elba part. I'm talking about just the jobs. Are the women go crazy when y'all at your jobs? Dalen, Chris, my brother Corey, CEO or businesses, wherever you at, do women not still exhibit that type of behavior where they'll flock or go crazy about a certain guy that works at their job or in their careers or businesses?
I don't know. To your point, that has not been my experience, but I'm sure that it happened.
Corey, you see it, my brother?
I it happen. Let me just try to give some leads to Ali's point. I've seen that happen in work environments in which people are not benefited well. So jobs that pay maybe minimum wage, maybe a little bit more than that, don't offer benefits, pretty much in an environment where people end up having to socialize with each other because they spend so much time together. I have seen cashiers and cooks all fucking the manager. But that's because that's just like, I think that's just their culture or their lifestyle. Like, but in the field that I'm in now, no, I think that type of thing that happens is a behavioral type of thing, a maturity type of thing, and an IQ level type thing, because the smart knows not to fraternize like that.
Question again to Chris and Dalen. If y'all have a group of sisterhood, y'all not married, scenario, you're telling me in adulthood, even now, if y'all was single, there wouldn't be a guy that can walk by and go, damn. And if he approaches one of y'all wouldn't go.
I mean, yes, of course. If there's a, I mean, I wouldn't use those words, but I mean, yeah.
I didn't say it's not about the. So even if that's the extreme, I'm trying to shed light on the behavior.
Sure.
I'm trying to shed light on the fact that it doesn't change even in elementary.
We would say, yeah, that guy looks good, and if he tried to talk to us and we thought that he was a good suitor, yeah.
Right. Yeah. So, but you gotta have to correlate that them two would try to fight over that man.
We try to fight each other.
Majority of a group, if it's a group of 4 women, whoever's jump out first, the other 3 like, all right.
Yeah, that's not how it works. We're ladies, and I'm assuming Miss Krishana is an absolute lady.
Absolutely.
If a man walks up, he already has his eye on who he's gonna talk to, but
he walks to that girl.
So y'all telling me if y'all out, not y'all saying y'all group. Go ahead, Dalen.
Yeah.
You said
if it's a group
cooking them tonight, boy.
So let's say he got his eye on Krishana. Ladies, y'all looking nice, you looking good, and he may make an extra remark or compliment to Krishana, and that's giving an indication that I'm safe. I'm not gonna hurt you guys, but I have my eye on this. This pretty red bone right here, and they're gonna get the exchanging, and then as friends, we're gonna talk and kind of ease back and not cock block, so our sister can get her swerve on however she sees fit.
Right.
That's how it's.
Y'all wouldn't do that. That's what you're saying. Y'all.
No, that's how it works in adulthood.
What she just said is true.
So
hey, Sharon, I don't know what. Hey, Sharon, I know you got.
What's going on, Sigma boy? Yeah, I tend to think that women that know what they want, they're not going to just let you walk past. Same with men who know what they want are not going to let her walk past. But I think a lot of men, since the Me Too movement and listening to different women, aren't really approaching like that. They're looking for something that indicates that she want to be approached in the first place. Thank you, Rapid. Thank you. Because they really not doing it. Something else I asked my brother the other day to do. Let me see. Yeah, but my understanding is that the nurses is freaks. Flight attendants is freaks. Military women. So it's some freaking going on.
Yeah, I've been an
adult for a very long time, my
I
brother.
know you gotta go Sharon Bracey part 101, right? Women will still cock block. Women will still fight over that guy. Women will still get jealous over the fact the other girl got that guy as well too, especially if that guy knows what he's doing when he's having conversations with those women as well too. That's why we say a lot of times a guy will go to the least attractive woman sometimes and talk to her, and the attractive girl in that group, or the girls who feel themselves typically to get approached, they'll be like, oh hell no, I can't believe that he approaching her and not us. Like it can start a problem as well too. Like
You're right,
that's
that
how men will run
That can
game.
happen.
Like a man
game.
like I can walk into the club right now, let me finish, with a big girl, and other girls will be attracted to me because I'm in there with a big girl. I'm like, oh, I know he ain't with her. Like, Sean, you know that's not true. Like you can go right now. I can take an unattractive girl. And let me finish. I could take an unattractive girl and a big girl to the club with me right now, and I'll start pulling women because I brought them to the club with me. They're like, oh no.
That's not true. You're gonna be pulling.
It's a certain caliber of woman that you will pull.
Yeah, because women are competitive.
A certain caliber of woman that you will pull. Like the woman that this what you're saying, Ali, can definitely happen, but it is certainly a certain type of woman. If you're thinking about a woman that is, sees herself as valuable or respects herself and carries herself in a certain manner, she will not come to you. Mm-hmm. But there's a certain woman that will, and they'll be attracted by the fact that you have two women on your arm, and they'll come for you.
But remember, and it's the checkmate for Sharon as well too. He said men cheat, which means when the man's cheating, that woman knows that man has a woman as well too, and she's competing.
Validating something in me I think.
But can y'all, if he's cheating, can y'all concede to that as well too? When most of the time when men are cheating, the woman knows that the woman knows the woman and knows that he's dealing with another woman as well too. Can y'all concede that to that as well too? And she'll still go.
So yeah, there are women that will for sure.
So is that a form of competition?
No.
Okay. So Chris, this is the problem with you're doing, Chris.
Okay.
You're saying because you're not that type of woman that women aren't doing it. You're saying, you're saying it's the type of woman it is, but there's women who do it. So if you're saying a lady wouldn't do it, if you're saying a righteous woman wouldn't do it, if you're saying a woman that actually loves a man wouldn't do it, there's a possibility that wouldn't happen, right? But we know that women change. We know that women change their minds as well too. A good woman can turn bad. A good woman can break all her rules. Like we talking about reality. A woman can say, "I'll never talk to a dude like this," but talk to a dude like this.
Well, if you listened, Ali, I did tell you that yes, what you're saying, those things can happen. But what from my experience and what I've seen, there's a certain type of woman or man that will behave in a certain manner. So that I wasn't saying that what you're saying is not true. It is true. It is true. It just depends on the woman.
Yeah, it exists.
No.
We're talking about women.
Okay, Sharon thought he was cooking because he don't think it. So it exists now, Sharon.
It's nothing that's going to be 100% not there or there. So we understand that it's going to be these type of human beings in the world. Yeah. We're not, but when you are framing your statements, you framing it as a general sense that women are just out there looking for the jockey, the quarterback, and that all women just like, oh my God, look at this man.
Don't do
he's
that.
with this, and he's walked in, and all the women is looking at this one man, and now we got to go compete. That's the that's why I was talking to that generalization that you did, not to if it happens or not.
No, Sharon, he's saying majority.
Yeah, I'm
right.
saying
That's what I'm talking about. He generalized it as that's what majority of women doing. That's what my pushback is. That does it exist? Absolutely. But in a majority sense, no, it does not. It doesn't happen in the adult world. Just like they'll say, yeah, maybe at UPS, the McDonald's, the Walmart, Target, all those places, you know, all that nonsense. Co-workers sleeping with each other and all that's happened. But
I'm gonna ask again.
When you making that 6-figure salary, they are going to be very intentional by not sleeping with a coworker. They don't want to lose their job because it's a very important job. So majority of people have outside spouses that is not connected to their industry at all when you are working in the professional world.
Hey, Dalen and Chris,
Yeah.
when a woman is attracted to a man and he shows interest in her, are most women territorial and competitive when it comes to that? If they like the guy and the person shows interest, they're not even together yet, and another woman comes around, is the woman territorial and competitive?
I don't think you can be both. You're gonna be territorial, but you're not gonna say, "I'm gonna leave the door open for competition to come so I can kill it."
No, you can't. You can't do nothing. No. Y'all not together. So all of us have been in positions where you're not with the person yet, and there's people that's lingering around, and your nature comes, you're territorial, and you become competitive. Even if you don't want to be competitive, you want to make sure this is yours. So certain behaviors will come out. You want to claim this person, and you want this person to claim you as well too. That's where the claiming starts happening.
Like if we're at like a bar or something, and I happen to see another woman eyeing an attractive guy that's also at the bar, and I fear that she may say something to him before I do, like a situation.
If you out on a date with the man that they're crazy about, and he shows interest in you, and he ends up looking at a woman, are you gonna just leave and go, he looked at another woman, or are you gonna get upset with him at first and ask him what he's doing? You just gonna leave?
No, for me, call me petty, but now I know you're not gay because a woman walking by.
You said now you know. You said now you know what?
If I'm on a date with the guy, a first date, and he looks at an attractive woman.
No, I didn't say first. No, Dalen. No. Not first date. Okay. You've been spending.
He's struggling tonight, Dalen.
No, I didn't say first. I said you.
What is this relationship?
I said y'all like each other. Y'all like each other. Y'all interested in each other.
Yeah. I sometimes think it's about the framing of the question, and people don't like the way the question is proposed. And then sometimes they don't like the responses. But I do think some things don't get a yes or a no. You have to kind of explain it or to make sure you understand what's being said, so you do X, Y, and Z. Let me see. What is this? Got that. This. Yeah, so you can talk like this in certain environments, and there's other environments you have to be very particular about what you say.
I give more context, right? Y'all are invested in each other as well too. Y'all been spending time together. He's never done that before, and y'all are invested in each other. Y'all just not together. If he looks at someone else and he never did it before, are you gonna leave this person and stop talking to this person, or are you gonna make this person claim you and you're gonna still claim the person?
I get the question, but I think we're not establishing what is the damn dynamic between.
I just did.
No, because you said it's not a relationship or it's not a first date, but it's like we're invested and we in this thing. And
yes,
a woman having a mindset about a man, that's my man. So if it's not a first date and we're invested, that's a relationship. Are you talking about casually dating? We're just out on a regular date like we've been doing, or are we?
No. So
what the relationship
we're having an intentional good faith conversation, right? People just don't jump into relationships. Man and women typically spend a lot of time together before they jump into a relationship, especially dealing with a certain dealing with a certain type of man. That's why women be trying to get a ring on their finger if they're in a relationship. Before they get in a relationship, they trying to get this man to claim them. Like they become to. Okay.
I think what I'm saying is that for the question that you're trying to ask, if I'm out with this man,
But ask me, Dalen. I broke it down and I'll do it again. Ask me and I'll break it down. I did it before. Y'all spending a lot of time. Y'all not together yet, but y'all are heavily vested in each other and you're interested in each other.
Y'all in the dating stage. Y'all just in the dating stage. There's no official title.
So
No relationship.
So we're just dating. So we're just dating, and we're out on the date at Red Lobster. And a big butt woman walks by, and he looks. Am I going to?
And y'all sleeping together? Y'all, we gonna be realistic. Y'all sleeping together too, because ain't no woman going. He ain't about to wait. I'm waiting and all this 90-day rule stuff. That stuff out the door. That's just a movie. Y'all have been doing all that. If a woman comes near your man, and he sees her and gives her attention, are you done with the relationship? Or you still fighting for this man? And I don't mean like literally fighting. I mean like, hey, I'm about. Hey,
now
that's
you're
my
saying
man.
give her attention versus what you said originally, which if he looks by, because men will absolutely look when a woman walks by, especially if she's attractive. But now you're adding more to it and saying giving her attention. Well, what does that attention look like?
Dalen.
Wait a minute.
Dalen, no, Dalen, that's not a good fake. Dalen, that's not. I didn't add nothing to it. I said the same thing.
Yes,
Dalen,
you
it's the same.
did. You said
no, I didn't.
The first
If
time
you look, that's attention. That's attention. You gave her attention. Dalen. Hey, Dalen. Dalen, if you're having a good faith conversation, right? You should ask me. You're putting word. Look, you're not asking me. You're just saying this is what you mean now. It's the same thing. He looked at the person. He gave them attention.
I got you, Ali. Watch this. Dalen, let me put it simpler for you. Put it simpler for you. You're on a date, and the waiter is extremely beautiful and attractive. And when he's placing his order, he engage in a little more conversation with that woman. Y'all both notice she's attractive. Now that's the attention, and he's obviously looking at her. Do you do whatever Ali is saying? Yeah, like do you?
For instance,
are you done with
the waitress?
He not flirting. They just engage in a little deeper conversation.
Okay. Well, if they're not flirting, absolutely not. I would want the man that I'm with to show that he's a personable person. He's a person that can talk. You know, a polite person, a pleasant person. Yeah, talk to a cute girl. Big deal. I'm not going to think more into it than I need to, especially if it's not flirty. Absolutely not.
So she walks away and come back and he does it again. What do you do?
I think now that you say that, is it okay if I ask if you give example on what that interaction was the first time, and if she went back and brought something to the table and something happened again, could you give like an example of what those two?
It's just more than here's the steak, here's the salad. It's just those are nice shoes. Blah blah blah. Nice outfit, nice pen. I like the way you got that apron folded. Like it's just small, extended conversation.
Yeah, no.
No what?
No, I would not think any much into it. So just like you said, like nice shoes. If she came by and was like, "Oh, are those Stacey Adams?" and he was like, "Yeah," and she's like, "Those are nice," you know.
No, he's giving a compliment. He's giving a compliment to the waiter.
Oh, to the waitress.
Yes, the waitress. Yes.
Okay, can I give my own example? Or you're very beautiful. You're a very beautiful woman.
He say that.
If he says that, more than likely, if he's saying it and we're on a date and we're screwing, she probably is, and I would most likely agree too. But definitely, I would be paying attention to see how far would this man go to disrespect me in my face, you know. But
were those two interactions disrespectful in any way?
No, I wouldn't say that's disrespect, but that would be kind of taking it too far. Only because I wouldn't know if I'm trying to gauge. Well, what is his intention on doing that, or what?
That's a particular type of person, especially if you're finna take this man home and he not doing the most. Just interacting and talking with people, nah, that's not a reason to go off. Yeah, because that is about how comfortable somebody is with playing in your face. If I'm with my whoever and we out and she says that's an attractive man and I'm the one with her and she coming home with me, I don't really think nothing much of that. If she said, that's a very nice cologne you have on, what is the name of it? She might be, trying to get the name of the cologne because she want me to wear some cologne like that. Yeah, some of these things, it's like, and I'm taking you home and you, yeah. Now, if I see this person again and now y'all just little buddy and chummy, yeah, what's up with that? Give me 1 second. I'll be right back, y'all.
Motivated him to doing that. If I'm not thinking about that, then no.
Got your answer, Ali?
No, I did. But do you think most women, if their man likes another woman's post and picture and comments or likes on it, do you think that she'd be upset about it if he liked and commented? Do you see it as disrespectful if a man likes and comments on another woman's post and if he's in a relationship?
That's Prashana, you can go.
Dalen and Chris.
Okay.
I'll let this Prashana.
So let me answer the first question and I'll answer your second question. So I'm just dating this gentleman, and we have not solidified anything.
But y'all already
say that we're vested. I'm just repeating what I heard, and I'm gonna answer. And so we're sitting down and we're having dinner, and they're beautiful. I don't think it's disrespectful that he says a woman is beautiful or he's being kind. However, there is a level of appropriateness that should be taken into consideration when you're out with a woman. So no, it wouldn't cause me to leave that individual, but say if it got out of hand, which we haven't given context of it being out of hand, if I was uncomfortable, it would be a private conversation that I would have with him after dinner, so that way the atmosphere is not awkward. And I think that is what mature adults do.
Right. The main thing I'm just saying, addressing, is the fact that a lot of times women struggle with demonstrating that they would show some type of jealousy, they would become territorial, and they would do whatever they can in their power or leverage without doing too much to get this woman outside the side of this man. Like, they wouldn't just be content with it and go, he was just nice to the person, or I don't have no problems with it. They'll be just as competitive, if not more competitive, than men as well too. And they'll show signs of jealousy as well too. And I'm not saying nothing's wrong with it, but a lot of times women will act as if they wouldn't care if their man a man that we're interested in were doing that.
So I think the issue is that whole jealousy part, they will address they boyfriend, whatever that dating situation is, like, hey, what you're doing is it makes me feel a certain way. It don't turn them into competition mode against another woman. It turns them to a man like, hey, what you're doing is very disrespectful to me. You made me in an awkward position. You giving this flirtatious act with this woman with me sitting right here and y'all having your conversation. I'm just sitting here twiddling my fingers. So I think you just misrepresenting the competition part versus the man is doing something disruptive within a relationship. And again, that goes back to that whole the beginning of the conversation of the peace thing, and then he would act like she crazy. It's wild that when you just let y'all brothers talk, y'all break it down every time and make me tell the truth. I don't know why y'all do it, but y'all do it, and I appreciate y'all for it.
Hey, CEO, I'm asking you. You married, right?
Yeah.
If a woman was trying to talk to you, do a little extra with you, would your woman just be okay with it, or she'd have a problem with the woman and do whatever she could to get that woman out your way as well too?
Well, I'm well versed, so
no, without like she's right. But even if you well versed, you said everything you needed to say, but y'all out. This girl been drinking a little bit too much tonight. She's being a little extra saucy with you. Is your woman just gonna let you handle it, or she's gonna start to handle it if it's doing too much?
If what I did didn't work, I'm definitely going to give her the signal to like get this chick away from me.
No. Before you give the signal, do you think she would engage?
No.
So she'll just play back.
Yeah.
Because are you saying because y'all had a conversation before that or something?
Because I have a level of respect. And I don't want any action that I do with another woman to be misconstrued as anything more than just general conversation.
No, I hear you, but if you're with your lady, you think she'll just sit there and be like, oh, whatever?
Yeah, my lady, yeah.
Okay. How about you, Corey? You think if you were a woman that she wouldn't want to intervene if this woman's doing too much when you tried everything in your capacity to move out your way, but she's being extra? Do you think the woman you with, or most of the Corey, CO2, most of the women you ever been with, your wife might be different. Do you think most of the women y'all dealt with would have engaged with this woman?
Oh, I don't mind.
Yeah. Most women that I've dated definitely would have engaged with that woman. Absolutely.
Yeah. She absolutely would, for sure.
Yeah. But that's not out of competition. That's out of disrespect. A woman that is even either gender, if somebody is approaching your mate in a very aggressive way while you are there, and then you make it known that, hey, this is my thing, and that person pursue it, that is not a competition thing. That's, oh, you disrespect me. You think I'm something, you misconstrued this whole, you got me effed up. And now we gotta have to have a different type of conversation.
I'm a woman that's gonna jump on you if that's what you want.
Exactly, Dalen.
She wouldn't expect me to say.
Let me see. Again, we got 38 people in the building. What's the likes looking like? This show channel functions like all of the channels. We would love your support by hitting the like button, commenting, and subscribing. We got 38 people in the building and 18 likes. Please hit the like button. The likes are free. If you have not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. Let me see now. 19 likes, 231 subscribers. Yes, please hit the subscribe button if you have not hit the subscribe button. And please support the channel. The Cash App is scrolling on the bottom. We have a goal we try to make here. We would like to come close to that goal. I'm comfortable with $50. You can send it $2 at a time, $5 at a time, $10 at a time, whatever way you can support. The Cash App is there and the PayPal. The Cash App is $KNIGHTISH1. And the PayPal is paypal.me/IDLNO. Thank you guys for being here. Let's see. We're going to jump forward a lot a bit.
It's extremely difficult for it to happen, but it can happen.
Okay.
So
that didn't happen. We don't know is what I'm saying.
No, we don't know. We don't go.
To the Genius and Ali, do y'all believe his story of the 100-yard dash? Is the question.
Do I believe the story?
Yeah, I believe
that. You believe that somebody could run to the bathroom and get a turkey baster and put the sperm back inside of their body?
Yes.
I would say turkey baster, a syringe of some sort, absolutely. If you had like a syringe, because it would soak it up easier. No one walks around with a huge turkey baster. She's not popping up chicken broth. I'm only assuming it could be an ounce or less of semen that this athlete probably can ejaculate. So, yeah, I believe that she had to think fast. She already knew what she was going to do when they went to the room to do what they did. So she had to.
So I guess this is Deontay Wilder they're talking about. Let me see. Oh no, that's a Sora clip. Let me see. Let me see.
Like to have met.
1, 2, 3, hit the Cash App for Ali.
I know y'all like that one. Don't act like y'all don't like that one.
Yeah, that's
All right?
good.
Okay, so let me ask y'all. I don't know if y'all got to see this video. This is the video I was talking about right here.
I didn't. Her mother tried to set me up to have the baby. You know, she ejected my sperm in her and ran in the bathroom and locked the door. And that's how we had her.
Really?
Yeah. She don't even know I know this.
Wow.
But I'm telling it on to the world.
How do you know that?
I'm smart. You know, when I came, I used to come on her stomach. Fold my towel nicely by the bed because I would want to wipe it off of her stomach. This particular time, she chose that she wanted to have a baby by me because I was the best thing that ever came into her life. Most of her relationships only lasted 2 months or whatever because she was a promiscuous woman. I didn't know it at the time. I only found out this thing by reading her journal. She didn't know that I read her journal either. I did what I do. I had a good nut and I nutted on her stomach. This time I went and got the towel and tried to wipe it off. She hit my hand so hard, I thought she hit my hand like a home run, like a baseball player do a baseball bat. But she screamed, no, as if she was being raped. She got up so quickly and ran into the bathroom and locked the door. 2 weeks later, she was pregnant with my daughter.
Damn. Yo, listen. I don't need to laugh at that man.
Hey, you gonna laugh, Sharon? This is y'all see what I be talking about. Y'all be laughing at the man's pain, man. It's so crazy, bro. That's crazy, y'all.
Oh,
bro.
man. Hey. Look, man, he's saying she did a 40-yard dash into the bathroom with a syringe waiting for her in the bathroom because she knew what he was going to do. She took the goddamn turkey basses, sucked it out of her stomach, and none of it fell on the floor, by the way. Like, none of it fell on the floor while she did this dash. She jumped up, it didn't fall. She ran to the bathroom, it didn't fall. She closed the door, locked it, and then was able to scrape up just enough and self-inseminated herself.
Hey,
that's baby Jesus.
That's the word on the streets. I don't know. So it's
Sweet
a lot.
Baby Jesus.
It's a lot. It's a lot to break it down. But
made it in America.
Obviously, there's certain crimes that take place that goes unannounced or not taken as serious. So what I was going to ask is, like, I think this happened to Drake before too, right? Didn't Drake say somebody was it one of his baby mamas got pregnant a similar way too?
He put
Do y'all believe? Given the same way that the grape can be a crime, do you believe that should be a crime if a woman is actually taking the man's sperm without his permission and inserting it inside herself?
Yeah, she's violating his reproductive rights.
Absolutely. You agreed to be nutted on. So you don't turn around and go put it in you. He would have left it there if that's what he wanted to do. That is how a man tells you, I do not want you to be my baby's mother. But at the same time, as a man, you won't let a bitch drive your favorite car. Don't give her the fruit of your loins on her stomach. You're supposed to have a bowl of hot sauce, a Louisiana hot sauce next to the bed, so that you swing your meat over and you relieve yourself there. So even if she wanted to retrieve the semen, it's dead. She can't do nothing with it.
So
that's what
I ain't even gonna ask you the hot question. I'm gonna leave that one alone since you said that.
I would say this, Alex. In my opinion, the only way it could be stolen if they are getting drunk or she got him drunk, she's completely sober and she hops on top and she kind of understands when he is about to, and she did that on purpose. I say that would be the only way she could actually steal the sperm from him. She give him a liberate. That's it.
I think that's a really good point that Sharon made.
Say that one last time, Sharon.
That's a good point.
No, it might, if it's that good of a point. Let me see. I gotta hear that one more time. Maybe I'll give you some credit.
Did y'all hear his story?
Yeah. So basically, he said it. Basically, if an individual, a man, if he is under the influence of something, meaning that he's not conscious, then that would be
no, not Sharon's story. The boxer story. He said he put it on her stomach. She ran in the bathroom and put it up
and locked it. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? In the bathroom.
That's stealing.
Well,
he didn't put it there.
What I say is this: like in situations like that, right? We put you put yourself in a predicament for anything to happen, right? So you had control over the situation ultimately in that regard with your stuff, just like, you know, a woman will have control over her stuff. But if you put yourself in that predicament, you have to be ready for anything that could possibly happen. Even if you're having like protection, like if you're wearing protection, you know, in that case, nothing is 100% proved. So she decided to run with it.
Literally.
So
do you see
that was
how,
a situation.
like, if I flip this to a man doing something to
Crazy.
a woman, right? Let's say he took something from her she didn't want taken, even if she was butt naked, even if they were being intimate, that wouldn't be the response that we would say. We wouldn't say, hey, you know, if you put yourself in certain positions, you know, just be mindful of what can happen if you put yourself in certain positions.
No,
Hold on. No, you can't say
that's the same for a woman too. If you put yourself in certain positions, my position doesn't change with a woman.
What a man
if you
can
put
do
yourself
to-
in a position like that and something happened, I'm not saying that it should, but the same onus is on
No,
her.
but how would you know? How could it be on her? I would almost assume women don't deal with men that they feel like that would happen to them. I don't think she goes, oh, this dude would do this to me, so I'm gonna deal with him tonight. I'm almost sure when women deal with a man with intimacy, it's a man she trusts. This man, if she says no, I'm done, I'm not doing that anymore, she would trust him to stop. Right? Ain't no woman dealing with a man that she would think would rape her.
No, I totally agree with that, and I get your point. But what I'm saying is that anytime you get hot and heavy, yes, you may have a preconceived notion of a person like that, and you may think that, yes, this person won't do that, but it is still true that you have gotten yourself in this predicament, right or wrong.
No, not in the great predicament. No, Chris, you got your hold on. You got yourself.
Okay.
You got.
I'm not saying I'm for anybody being taken advantage of in that way. Ever, never.
Go ahead, Darren.
Never.
I was saying, I think I halfway agree with that. Like, I think you're saying, like, even though you're gonna have casual sex with someone, you agree to what usually happens after that, like STDs or getting impregnated. But because this particular situation is so unique,
right?
I think she's also saying that it's also ideal to kind of know the character of the person you're sleeping with. So if an opportunity ever presented itself, you wouldn't even associate with them because you wouldn't even want to give them an opportunity to do that. But I see the other lens of that, because it's like you can have that type of trust and understanding about someone when you're casually sleeping with them. As he just said, you won't know them. So it's kind of like, yeah, the situation that you're in is your fault, but the severity of it, I won't put on him, because I think that's a whole nother level of theft. And I would
it's a violation, period. It's a violation, period. But he said it happened. Well, he didn't have nothing good to say about any of the women he'd been involved with before. Let me see again. So we got 42 people in the building and 19 likes. We would love to have your engagement. What's going on in Perfect? Please hit the like button. If you have not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. Hit that subscriber button. Do 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 do. I want my phone cut.
Equivalent to that, what you were trying to say, Ali, is that the only way that would be equivalent if a man did take something as valuable as semen that's needed to, procreate.
It takes her body.
If a man stole a woman's embryos, like forged her signature and said throw the embryos away. So now you took this man's choice away from being a parent or not. And now
No. The opposite actually is, Dalen. If he forced himself inside her and say, this is what I'm about to do, and you're gonna accept, like if he lit like she doesn't want you to do a certain thing and you engage, you like that, I'm still gonna do that certain thing.
Do it anyway.
And
Can a woman get pregnant from pre-ejaculation though? How do we know that didn't happen? Is that true or not?
It could be. It's extremely difficult for it to happen, but it can happen.
Okay.
So
so that didn't happen. We don't know is what I'm saying.
No, we don't know. We don't go.
To the Genius and Ali, do y'all believe his story of the 100-yard dash? Is the question.
Do I believe his story?
Yeah, I believe.
Jalen, you believe that somebody could run to the bathroom and get a turkey baster and put the sperm back inside of their body?
Yes.
I would say turkey baster, a syringe of some sort. Absolutely. If you had like a syringe, because it would soak it up easier. No one walks around with a huge turkey baster. She's not propping up chicken broth. I'm only assuming it could be an ounce or less of semen that this athlete probably can ejaculate. So, yeah, I believe that she had to think fast. She already knew what she was going to do when they went to the room to do what they did. So she had to act fast.
It was premeditated. If it was waiting in the bathroom, it was
We need a doctor in the house. Genius. We need a doctor in the house. I need to know how long can sperm last on a 100-yard dash stomach. I need to know.
If you eat a lot of cucumbers and pineapples, it's thick. When it's thick, it's not runny. So it's possible. Right? The fact of the matter is, she ran in the bathroom with this man's semen on her stomach and put it in her stuff. She violated. I don't know how he's responsible for that.
So hey, it's the when the semen is, this is stupid, Sharon, that you're saying we need a doctor in the house, but when it's dry, you know it's dead. But if it still look like you know what I'm saying, like it's still a small risk that she can get pregnant if she gets in there it right away. But it's a high risk, obviously, if it's inside, it's gonna be alive. You know what I'm saying? Like you know, staying alive. But if she takes it fast enough and puts it in there while it's still running, like eggs.
Yeah.
Hey, if it's still running like some eggs, it's a possibility.
Hey, Ali,
she can possibly get pregnant.
Oh my God.
You know what I'm saying?
That's how you really know it was premeditated, and she did her homework. If she doesn't have any medical background, she knows that sperm, semen only lives outside the human body for a certain amount of time before it has to be frozen to a certain low temperature in order to keep it viable. So because this was premeditated and it was done, I absolutely believe all states should all leaders should start considering and taking it seriously that a woman would make you legally responsible or make you a father. What if this man had sickle cell trait and you didn't know that? What if he had some sort of illness or something, or now you bringing in a disabled baby into this world, and just like he said,
this woman don't care. This woman doesn't care about. She just only thing she cared about was having that. If everything is 100% that this is how she got pregnant.
Was that competition? Was that competition, Sharon?
That she don't care what the baby came out as long as the baby came out and it was his baby. That's the only thing she cares, so she could get child support and to say that she has this famous.
Yeah,
baby. So she didn't care what it came out.
You saying have a baby by me being a millionaire? If that's what you
pretty much that was her thought. Yeah. If
Yeah. So oh man, I thought I had more time than that. It is what it is, y'all. Let's see. We are getting very limited engagement. For some reason, you guys are not hitting the like button. Okay, a couple people did. I appreciate those who did. Evidently, everybody is already subscribed to the channel, so thank you for subscribing to the channel. I got my brother Cellulite Podcast in the building. Oh man, he was just up a minute ago. Salute, Cell. Trying to show that women know. Yeah, I don't believe in the whole accidental baby stuff. We're engaging in sex, and that's the thing that can happen from having sex. Hey, Myrie. There you. I'm trying to avoid the drama in the space. And I'm trying to remember. Mine says, warning, warning, the night is in the building. What did K. Slay used to say? Oh, I think K. Sledge used to be the drama king is in the building. Is that what his used to say? The drama king is in the building. Okay, so here it said, warning, warning, the drama king is in the building. Shout out to K. Slay, R.I.P. Yes, yes, y'all. We don't stop. Yes, I appreciate everybody who does support the channel, but I think I'm going to call this one a done deal. As I say, as I end all of these beautiful shows. As a matter of fact, Sel said he was going to do a show today. I wonder if Sel's got something going on. Let me go look and see. See, Super Sly. Sharon will be starting in about 30 minutes. I don't see Sel has got anything popping off yet. But yeah, I'm going to give y'all time to get y'all libation and everything and get ready for Sharon at 6. So let me say this, as I always say, time to see our good friend Aaron Hall. Y'all be great.
We'll shut this motherfucker down!
That's all, folks.